Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's good, everyone? Yo, happy Thursday, guys. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Some stuff that I don't, I'm sad to have to talk about, but we're gonna get into it today. Yes, definitely, guys. Real quick, if you haven't, hit the like button, really helps me out, and we're gonna have an interesting night talking about, a lot of different things. But first off, I do wanna, say hi to everyone. Osseous, thank you so much for becoming a Cult of Cage member. Really appreciate you for believing in an asshole like me. Alex vs. Evil, thank you for pulling up, bro. My boy Words of Paradise said, let's get this party started. And we got Taylor. Always good to see you. He says, rest in power, Bray. Yeah, man, it's it's sad. It's sad. Look, I haven't been following wrestling lately, but there was a time where Bray Wyatt was the guy to watch while I was watching. We'll get into it more. Thank you, Hustle and Motivate, for being a member for 8 months. Always appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, Hustle's the dude. He's always like, since we met, the dude has been so supportive of me, and we met through the homie BitCloud, who was in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up, Big Cloud. He's a member for 8 months. It says, what's up, y'all? Good to see you as always. My boy Delta, thank you so much for pulling up. And he says, what up, what up, what up? my Discord intro when I pull up to the chat is become infamous. But Neo says, just dropping by to say hello to Cassie and the good folks in the chat. Everyone, enjoy the rest of the stream and take care, everyone. Also, rest in peace, Terry Funk. Yes, that is another one to talk about. Like, if you're a wrestling fan, you've been, if you're a dude, you've been kicked in the balls quite a bit this past week. And if you're a chick, you've been kicked in the butt or kicked in the tits this past week. It's crazy to say, right? But Alex Percival, he also says, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Wrestling. Good to see you. He says, good evening. Hurricane. Good to see you, fam. Astro Cyborg, always appreciate you pulling up. And Minxie1. So good to see you, fam. I was watching was it Phasmophobia gameplay stream? The amount of anxiety I can imagine you felt. Let's just say I'm glad it wasn't me, and you're just like, yeah, I'm sure you want to play this cast. No, I'm good, okay? I'm so good on all of that. Playing as a victim in Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, it's anxiety-inducing enough for me. And so that's why I'd prefer to just pretty much kill everyone instead. That's my preference. Strong preference, mind you. But, it was fun watching that, and Minxie had me on her live stream. We talked about a lot of gaming stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but I do have a what happened here? Hold on. All right. I do have a section on my YouTube channel page where it says creators content I'm featured in. So if I do happen to appear on any other creators' live streams, videos, etc., I make sure to put that on a playlist, and that playlist is featured on the channel. If you'd like to check out the live stream in which, me and Minxie just chatted it up, talking about gaming, all sorts of stuff, you're more than welcome to. It was a very fun discussion, and really great chat. Very, very cool people. Hell yeah, because, like, it's cool to do that, because it's like, I'm sure, sometimes people that follow me want to watch other people's streams that I'm on, and it's also a good way to give a little shout out to the individuals that are kind enough to feature me in, if it be a podcast or a video and all that. So definitely like to give as much kudos as I possibly can. Nola Boy, what's good with you, bro? You want my hat? Yeah, this is a good one. It's actually like leather. It's pretty nice. It's I'm digging it, man. It's one that looks as new as when I got it, and I've had it for a little, like, 2 years now. So I like things that stand the test of time. But yeah, Hurricane says lost 2 wrestlers in 1 week. It was back to back. Rest in peace. Yeah. Terry Funk, man. One of my favorite films is Roadhouse, and Terry Funk does this thing in Roadhouse. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. When someone dies, you obviously want to celebrate. If you value them, you want to celebrate their life, right? So that was a cool one to watch. If you're into violent action films that are kind of campy, if you haven't seen Roadhouse, there is a finish him moment, okay? There's a dope ass finish him moment. But I man, Rich the Swag Lord, what's good with you, fam? Nola boy. Let me see. Oh man, y'all showing up, showing all that love. I appreciate y'all. Let me bring this up right here. If you haven't, hit the like button, really helps me out. My boy Zeno pulling up, what's good, fam? Hey, Ultra Slim, what's up? Hope you're doing well. You just subbed to the channel, I noticed, so thank you so much for that. And yeah, Dragon Ball status indeed. I definitely have my little bit of Dragon Ball stuff going on. And this little guy right here. Is it?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Cage Show, where Cassie is gonna take over and do her thing.
Oh man. That's my boy right there. Hey, yo, Pigeon Salad. Yo, thank you so much, fam. Maybe I should do like super chats and memberships in Trunks' voice. Maybe. So,
hey yo, Pigeon Salad, welcome to becoming a mainstream member on the Cult Classic Cage Show. Yes, there we go, buddy.
Oh man. Uh-oh, here we go. The stream is falling apart fairly quickly. It's becoming absolutely deranged. Hey, yeah, yep, yay. That's a dub. I mean, I hope I made it worth it, but thank you so much for believing in an asshole like me. And you know what? We might as well run down the memberships. I do love to give you guys as much kudos as possible. Why haven't you done this sooner, Cage? Because, well, it's not the easiest to do the Trunks voice. I mean, I've mastered it in a way that it does not necessarily bother my voice. But, and it's one of my little secrets. So, there'll be moments if, let's just put it this way. If someone tries to do some shit or say some bullshit about me, I will make them look bad. Posing as a 9-year-old Super Saiyan. That'd be pretty bad, getting roasted by Kid Trunks, right? I mean, that would be funny as hell, but real quick, we got a shout out to
RC Scott for being a Cult of Cage member for 5 months. Thank you so much. Holy shit, what the hell is going on? What is going on here, guys? Okay, Pigeon Salad is losing his fucking mind. Yes, he's absolutely losing his mind. He just gifted 5 Cult of Cage memberships. Thank you so much, good sir. Really, very much appreciate you. So, me and Cassie Cage very much appreciate you. And with that, we got Red Chaos, that's now a channel member. Good All One Bay. Let's see, Talos Ree. Holy shit. You guys are beasts. Welcome. Welcome aboard, everyone. Welcome. And we also have Drake Williams and T-Gap Steve. Thank you all for being here. And welcome aboard, everyone. Yes, welcome aboard.
When you have to question, and I constantly question myself because it's good to be self-aware. I often question if I'm mentally insane. Oh man.
But yes, welcome aboard. Thank you once again so much, Pigeon Salad, for being so kind and being so generous, man. I'm at a loss for words, and it's not because I'm, pretending to sound like someone else. I'm just literally at a loss for words.
How can I do the Gotenks voice when you need two individuals to speak at the same time? You must speak in sync, like when ABBA did, Dancing Queen, and like what's amazing about that song and why it's one of my all-time favorite songs is particularly because both singers sung exactly, and my alerts are broken. Both singers had to sing in unison from start to finish in that song, and that's what makes it so amazing. Back before all the technological revolutionary nonsense that has essentially ruined music, you had to actually sing together simultaneously and be on point, basically reading each other's mind and singing in unison. So that would be essentially what would need to happen to impersonate Gotenks. So BitCloud, do you really want me to clone myself? You already can't deal with my bullshit at all as it is. Imagine if I had a twin. You would be fucked, good sir. Purple dildo, Saints Row style, just saying. Oh man, but getting to the memberships, man. Shout out to Our Carry, AB Limits, Alice vs. Evil, John Shepard, Orange Hat Reviews, Admiral Teague, Hargeet Chennai, Words of Paradise, Adriano Italiano, Retromania, I'm Man Rich the Swag Lord, Fake Parabear, Tetsu Sama, Nola Boy, KRG, Panthera 111, Severin Evans, Astro Cyborg, Cannoli Sasquatch, Joseph Dredd, Butch Luffy, Bad Kitty, Lemonade King, Andy Hart, Luxury Nostalgia TXT, Mr. FU, John the Dawn, Overcooked Octopus Feet, Lord Metroid RC Scott, Tokyo TZTV, Disney Sheepherder, Livewire 4K, Hustle and Motivate, Deathmaster, Osseous07, Talos Re, Drake Williams, Red Chaos 173, Pigeon Salad, Good All One Bay, and T-Gap Steve. Thank you all so much for believing in an asshole like me. You'd most certainly be dead. Oh man, we are, it's look guys, it's already getting off to an awesome start. I don't want to have to ruin the moment, I really don't, but I think it's best to just get through, the shitty stuff first, so that we can end on a positive note. Oh, I think RC wants a wrench. My boy wants a wrench. You actually should have had a wrench, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if I can fix that real quick for you. My boy deserves a wrench, and a wrench he shall have, if not now. All right, here we go. All right, my boy should have a wrench. But look, guys, let's get into, the sad news, the really disappointing news. If you can, hit the like button, really helps the channel. Appreciate y'all. But man, I'm still at a complete loss for words with this. Unfortunately, Bray Wyatt has passed away. And look, I haven't really been keeping up with him because I haven't been into wrestling as of late, but there was a time that I said earlier that Bray Wyatt was the it factor to WWE. I remember, I know some of you might remember, you're still sad about Terry Funk. Yeah, no, it's absolutely, like, it's devastating losing two great talents. Obviously Terry Funk was, lucky to be able to at least live a full life. So that's, we celebrate his life and his accomplishments, and obviously he's one of the greats. And like I said, guys, I highly recommend watching Roadhouse if you haven't, or watching Roadhouse just because it does feature our boy Terry Funk. And, rest in peace to him, but also rest in peace Bray Wyatt. It sucks, man, because he was just, 36 years old. That hurts. It hurts a lot. It's so disappointing. I know that he was out for a while. He's kind of in and out, dealing with stuff. And obviously, I remember, people talking about the fact that he was heartbroken because of the loss of Brody Lee, which happened a few short years ago. And that was absolutely devastating. That was so depressing. And it's still hard to believe we lost Brody Lee just a couple of short years ago. at a time where he had honestly, he was at his peak, and that's what hurts even more. And now we have Bray Wyatt, who was set to make a comeback, and he's obviously one of the most highly anticipated wrestlers. I mean, you know, Bray Wyatt's one of those dudes that I feel as though is so different from the rest that we have in WWE or in wrestling right now, that he was genuinely a creative person, a very, you never knew what exactly to expect from him. I mean, one of the best storylines the past few years was honestly that storyline that he had with, obviously, you know, the Wyatt family and Randy Orton. That to me at that time made SmackDown way more worth watching than Raw at the time. That was the one storyline I was super into on the main roster. They absolutely killed it. It was one of the most interesting things, man. But yo, society, what's good with you, bro? It's now being reported Bray Wyatt died from a heart attack linked to COVIDs. I don't wanna speculate, you know, but when it, like, real quick, yo, Drewy, bro, thank you so
much, Drewy, for becoming a Cult of Cage member. Welcome to the Cult of Cage.
And guys, just so you know, if you want instant access to the Discord, simply just becoming a channel member. It doesn't matter what tier level gets you instant access. But I don't want to jump to conclusions, you know, but there's a lot of young people dying from heart attacks, and it seemed as though it's crazy because Bray Wyatt seemed to be in the best shape of his life, that at least I've seen him. So that's really sad. If you know, he had a heart attack. Could be, who knows? I can't really say, you know. But let's just bring this up. Because Triple H was the one that reported on news, said just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda, who informed us of the tragic news that our WWE family member for life, Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed earlier today. Our thoughts are with his family, and we ask that everyone respect their privacy at this time. And I believe, you know, Bray leaves behind it, what, two babies, man. Not kids, but babies. So it's chillingly sad, man. Taylor says Brody and Bray bringing back painful memories of Eddie and Benoit. I could totally see the comparison there, man. I can totally see the comparison. Macaroni Tony says, yo, Cass, can you say the fusion dance in Trunks' voice? Yo, someone time out Jamarian. If you're laughing at the death of an individual, I'm sorry, I don't really get with that. Fuck out of here, bro. If you want to be a fucking bitch like that, we could treat you like a bitch. It's really that simple. I don't fuck around here with that kind of shit. But thank you to whoever removed him. Yeah, appreciate that, Big Cloud. We don't fuck around here when it comes to that kind of shit. Yo, Spectre, what's good with you, bro? We ain't gonna give motherfuckers like that any power. Fucked around and found out. Damn fucking straight, bro. But yeah, there was a news story, and shout out to Society Reviews who did bring it to my attention. And I guess we can just, you know, go over, you know, the last few moments, man. But Bray Wyatt's father, Mike Rotunda, provides health update on his son. This was 10 days ago. Bray Wyatt was set to take on Bobby Lashley in a featured match at WrestleMania 39, but then the Eater of Worlds took off and hasn't been seen since. This story is very complicated as Wyatt was suffering from an illness reported to be life-threatening, and he hasn't been back. Now we have a bit of an update. Mike Rotunda might be known to WWE fans as IRS. The George Tragos, let's continue. Father, also father of, obviously Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, both of which disappeared at the same time on the road to WrestleMania. Since Dallas was the man behind the Uncle Howdy mask, Mike Rotunda knows a lot about what his son is doing, so his words carry a bit more weight to him. Well, no fucking shit. Oh my god. And say the Hall of Famer stated that he is sure that Bray Wyatt will return to the ring. That will hopefully come very soon. You read a lot of stuff on the internet, which I wouldn't believe a lot of it, or in my case, any of it. So Bray Wyatt, I'm sure he will return to WWE hopefully shortly, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I mean, obviously we don't really know the level of health risk, but I would assume that something really, really serious for it to end up, unfortunately, with his death. It's sad that they thought he was recovering. Look, I don't want to make assumptions here, man. I really don't, not without the facts. But this is so disappointing, man. So disappointing, especially since they thought he was getting better. His father was stating as such. Who knows, maybe his father knew that his son was in some pretty bad shape, but didn't obviously want to give it away to everyone. That's something that happens quite often as well. And as someone that has dealt with loss, in my life, you're never in a defeatist mentality until you're sure. That's just a natural way to be about it. You never are in a it's over mentality until like it's too late sort of deal. So it could have been that he thought that Bray was going to recover, and unfortunately he was hoping for the best, but unfortunately we're here now. So it sucks, man. It sucks, and I feel like he's one of those wrestlers that I would look out for, because most wrestlers to me nowadays, I just don't. Thank you so much, Black Cobra, for the 2. Black Cobra says,
how many wrestlers passed this year? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's been a rough year if you're a wrestling fan. A new wrestling fan or old wrestling fan, it's been a rough year. And to me, Bray was one of those wrestlers that I would look out for because he was the most creative of the bunch. While I think most wrestlers are stagnant, honestly speaking, I think a lot of wrestlers think their characters are actually serious, when to me, I think most of them are a joke. But I would take Bray Wyatt's character seriously just simply because like, how do you say, like he would put so much thought into storytelling, and he would get a lot of pull because of his ability to tell a damn good story. Minxie says, Cassie, I feel betrayed. You could have read out the super chats like that on my channel. Oh man, yo, your chat is so insane. I couldn't even keep up. You're the one, I don't know how you keep up, man. But I definitely could have been next time. It's always next time, right? Willingly, if with the best intentions in mind. But it's I don't know what to say, man. I'm feeling it, Tony Macaroni says Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan feud was legendary. That's facts, man. Remember when Daniel Bryan joined the Wyatt family and turned on Bray inside the steel cage? Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I mean, to me, like, it says a lot. All right, look, I respect Randy Orton. I think he's a great wrestler. But gosh, holy shit, is he a boring wrestler to me. He bores the absolute hell out of me. That doesn't, that doesn't take away from the reality he deserves. He's well on his way to being a Hall of Famer. All that, that is just, it is what it is, objectively speaking. But he just bores me. The fact that you can make Randy Orton entertaining to me says a lot. It says a lot to Bray Wyatt and his ability to make an entertaining story. You'll accept chaos and Minxie's chat by choice or by force. Yes. I did my absolute best to just mingle with you guys and roll with the punches. That's the best you can do, man. Everyone's in disbelief, dude. Nobody was expecting this. Absolutely nobody. So I'm just I have a heavy heart, man. I have a heavy heart, but obviously in death we love to celebrate the life. It's good to, reminisce the good times, the great times. I mean, Taylor brought up, Eddie Guerrero, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. Died too young, man. He died far too young, and I reminisce all the time at the great moments of Eddie's. I watch YouTube videos, like stuff like him going to the Playboy Mansion to to stop China's Playboy pictures from being from being put out there. Shit like that, man. You gotta celebrate the life, even when you mourn death. Pigeon Salad says Bray as the Fiend versus Finn back in SummerSlam 2019 was absolutely glorious thing to see. Although his teases of the Fiend when the Firefly Funhouse truly paid off. Facts, man. Eddie still does hurt, no doubt. That night showed how amazingly creative Bray was and how he told the story. Exactly. And this truly is a loss to modern wrestling, no doubt. No doubt. Quiet Try says the Fiend entrance at SummerSlam is one of my favorite entrances of all time. That is awesome. Damn. Godzillatron says Bray's teacher promo was the reason I got back into wrestling. This sucks so damn hard. Look, you guys have so many, so many awesome things to say about Bray. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Hey, Black Cobra. He says,
everyone in chat, bully Minxie to play Dead Space.
Oh man, here we go. Well, he said to play Dead Space, not necessarily to finish Dead Space. I mean, I think that we can at least we can meet halfway there, right, Minxie? Ooh, how about Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy as a tag team? Did they say why he had a heart attack? Let me see, man. Let me see what I can dig up here. I don't want to get into, I don't want to get into like speculation. Because I don't like to necessarily speculate, especially in regards to a serious situation. I like to wait for the facts, But yeah, even the WWE main page, WWE Saddened to Learn, the passing, yeah, 36, man, 36. It's sad, man. Let me see. Bray Wyatt Yo, Eastern Conference Gaming, what's good with you, fam? Yeah, we are definitely feeling it, man. So Sean Ross says here, I was given permission to reveal that earlier this year, Widham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt got COVIDs that exacerbated heart issues. There was a lot of positive progress towards a return and his recovery. Unfortunately, today he suffered a heart attack and passed away. I encourage those reading to respect the family's privacy if at all possible, but his loved ones want some details clarified. So that's the news, and like I said, I don't like to speculate, but make of that whatever you will, guys. It's in the end, I'm just sad, man. Hey,
Black Cobra, welcome to the Cult of Cage. Thank you so much for believing in an asshole like Cassie Cage.
appreciate you for becoming a member, fam. But if the link to the Discord doesn't work, I don't know, like, if anyone can verify if my Discord is linked to the YouTube, if on your end you guys can just get into my Discord with YouTube, because that's a little tricky. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to technology. But if not, if the link that I have in the community tab for the members doesn't actually, the link to Discord doesn't work, I'll be sure to post it afterwards, and definitely yell at me in the members community tab if you need to get in, and I will be sure to post it ASAP. Jury says, I wouldn't wish a heart attack on anyone. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Yeah, it's absolutely heartbreaking. It's sad. And Taylor says, it hurts to speculate, but I have a feeling I know why. Same reason so many young have passed. I mean, you never know. I can't really say. When you joined, you had no issues? Okay, cool. God, Emperor, you funny. Said drinking some Reforged roast. Yo, Spectre. Thank you so much for the 5.
Spectre for 5 says, on a lighter note, it's Armored Core night. After I do some editing tonight, I'm spending an hour or 2 on Armored Core. It's gonna be a great time.
Yo, if you're getting Armored Core, I hope that you love it. I hope it's, I hope it's another quality banger coming out this year, and I hope everyone that's expecting it enjoys it. I'm not going to be playing it, but I'll probably pick it up at some point. I have too much stuff to play, guys. I've been super obsessed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so much so that I have not been playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk that much. I have 2 hours in Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, and I have like almost 40 hours in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that says a lot. I dropped a review earlier this week. If you guys want to, get an idea of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I've been thoroughly addicted. It is an entertaining game, to say the least. But to all of you playing Armored Core, I know it's a highly anticipated game. I hope it lives up to everything you guys were wanting it to be. We playing after this? Yo, we can run it. We can run it. Definitely, BitCloud. You me talking about it next month? That's what's up, Spectre. But once again, Spectre, thank you so much for the 5. They're being vague because of YouTube policies. Yeah, I mean, like, we can't actually have, like, open discussions on YouTube, so it is what it is, sadly. Wish I had that much free time. You're lucky. Have a very good thing. Iron Man says, I heard very good things about Armored Core 6. I'll get it later. Gundam and Zone of the Enders for now. Hey, classics there too, man. Thinking about Eric Rowan. I guess we'll leave that subject matter now. Yeah, Eric Rowan must be absolutely devastated, man. I can't blame him. You could tell that Brody passing really broke Bray. You could tell. After that happened, he just didn't even. He kind of just got off TV for a while. So imagine how Eric Rowan feels. I mean, I'm really feeling it for Bray's family. Obviously, he's I believe he's married to what's her name? She was like an announcer for WWE for a while, and they had like 2 kids together. They're babies, so that's it's sad to even talk about, you know. But yeah, guys, I don't want to. JoJo, there you go. Appreciate y'all. Man, all y'all be like, I forget all the time. You guys are just like, I can rely on you guys.
Hey, Spectre! Thank you so much and welcome to the Cult of Cage. Thank you so much for believing in an asshole like me.
Thanks, bro. We have some other news, and while it's sad, it's also like one of those where I'm wishing, you know, obviously Charles Martinet the best, but Charles Martinet here is stepping down. He will no longer be voicing Mario, Nintendo says. He will instead be taking on a new role of Mario ambassador. So that's awesome that he's still involved. I think that, I mean, look, Charles Martinet is like the guy. Like he's Mario. Like this is no like little matter. You know, you could downplay it if you want to, but he's the guy. And he's very old. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's gonna happen eventually, right? But I was saying like a lot of people were like, why didn't they get Charles Martinet to voice Mario? And I'm like, who knows if he even wanted to do it? You know, like it's a lot. That is a lot more voice acting than, you know, your typical Mario game. And if he didn't want to do it, I mean, I don't necessarily blame him. He's been doing this for decades. He's been Mario as far back as I could possibly remember. Didn't even notice there was a new voice in the Mario Wonder trailer. I didn't notice either. But I do wish Charles Martinet the absolute best. And he's definitely one of the greats. I mean, he literally voiced the most iconic video game character ever, so. Chris Pratt will be voicing all Mario games. Oh no. But on an official tweet, the company stated that Martinet, who has voiced the mascot for over 25 years, will be stepping down from voice acting duties and will instead be taking a new role as Mario ambassador. Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as Super Mario 64. The statement reads, Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world sharing the joy of Mario and interact with you all. Nintendo has confirmed that Martinet will not voice any characters in the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Character voice actors will be credited in the game credits, so please wait for the game to be released. They go on to say it's been an honor working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we will post at a future date. And yeah, Charles Manet says, my new adventure begins. You're all number one in my heart. Woohoo. Woohoo. But like, you know, I gotta respect this man because he's always like, anything I've heard about Charles Manet has always been like a positive, good thing. The dude clearly knew how to conduct himself in, you know, a professional manner, and it's all about the games and it's all about fun with him. And that's a beautiful thing, because there's a lot of people out there that make gaming a shitty place sometimes. And Charles, with such power, he's the voice of one of the most iconic characters ever, and has done plenty of other voices. He had chosen to make it about gaming and to really just make the hobby fun. And shout out to Mo Chocolate, who's met him multiple times, and his experience with Charles Manet was awesome to hear. He spoke about it on his TikTok, where he's like, yeah, I met Charles Manet, and he, you know, I asked him for, you know, a picture and all that, and he was so kind and courteous and upbeat and just all about the fans, and it's a beautiful thing to hear. And that's what we love to hear here, man. So shout out to the man. He is forever a legend for real. Words of Paradise said, a friend of mine said they probably won't recast when they can just AI his voice. I mean, that's definitely a possibility, but I mean, it seems as though they're saying that someone else is credited, at least with Mario Wonder. That's at least what I'm getting from this. So who knows? They might AI his voice in the future, but I don't think that's going to be the case with Mario Wonder. Whoever they got sounds just like him. It's uncanny. That's great. And that's great, you know? Michael Winslow does great voices. What's good with you, Talos? Good to see you, fam. But 25 years. Freaking... I was 5 when he started voicing Mario. It's all these years later, man. It's crazy. But we do have some good news. Some really good news, guys. And is in regards to Baldur's Gate 3. So apparently, Larian and Phil Spencer, at least people at Xbox, met up, and they've come to a conclusion to get Baldur's Gate 3 out on Xbox. And apparently, they'd have to make a concession, which is completely understandable because, well, people want to play this game. And this game is a solid game, really well-made game, and that more people should definitely play it for sure. And let's see. So they said, super happy to confirm that after meeting Phil Spencer yesterday, we found a solution that allows us to bring Baldur's Gate 3 to Xbox players this year still. Something we've been working towards for quite some time. All improvements will be there with split-screen co-op for Series X. Series S will not feature split-screen co-op, but will also include cross-save progression between Steam and Xbox Series. That's great to hear, man. I've been saying for a while... I've been saying for a while that people who paid more should not be forced to deal with less just because people paid less. Like, people on Series X who paid the more money, that paid for the more premium console, should be catered to far more than they are. They should be. It's not fair. Why is it that they have to be held back to achieve parity with the people that paid for the cheaper console? You paid for the Series S. You didn't, you know, you're willing to deal with the concession of no physical media, you're willing to deal with concessions of less, power, less memory, that's your choice. It's not Series X owners' choice. They paid more because they wanted more. They wanted the most they can get from Xbox consoles. Exactly, Z said this is why I PC game 100%. Yeah, I completely agree. And we don't have to be... I mean, while honestly, there's a lot of things holding back PC gamers. But this is one less thing, really, in the grand scheme of things. But yes, let's fucking go. They made the right decision. I don't think too many people will be impacted by the split screen co-op being gone on Series S, and if so, it is what it is, right? That's just, it's going to be something that people on Series S are going to have to deal with. You can't play with your friend that's right next to you. It is what it is. Shout out to Cobra.
Thank you so much, Cobra, for the 2. He says, agreed, and I bought a Series S.
And that's the thing. You have to make a concession that there's some things you may miss out on just because you chose to buy the cheaper console. And you know what? I personally wouldn't buy a Series S, but I don't blame people that do. I don't blame people that do. I do have a Series X. Do I use it personally? No, not since I built my PC. I used it a little bit here and there. But overall, I just think that PC is an almost complete replacement of a Series X. But there's people that don't want to build a PC. It's PC can be a bit on the pricey side. So it's cool that, you know, there's different consoles at different price points for other people to indulge in. Yo, Retro Dude, what's good with you, fam? Hope you're doing well, sir. Series S was a big mistake. In some ways, I do agree. I do certainly agree. It would have been nice if there was the same amount of power between the two. But they had to do what they had to do to be able to have a low entry point. And with that, there's some concessions that have to be made. I don't necessarily... Is the Series S a mistake? Maybe? I don't know. But to me, the main mistake was guaranteeing parity between Series X and S. That, to me, is the biggest mistake. That is the most noticeable mistake. Because to hold people who paid more back just because other people chose to pay less is just wrong. Period. Hey, Retro Man, I'm just chilling, having fun talking with y'all. We just had a little bit of a downer. But, you know, we're trying to make the best of tonight, obviously. And talking about, you know, gaming, also, you know, entertainment news. Said the problem with PC is the cost for a great system is more than a lot of people are willing to spend or can. And that is true. That is certainly true. But, you know, it's possible to make a PC if you're willing to go used market. You could build a PC that's reasonably priced that directly competes in terms of power with the consoles. It's possible. Will you have to make some concessions? Sure, definitely. But you could build a PC that's close to the power of a Series X and S for a reasonable price if you're willing to go to the used market. But I'm really, really glad that Xbox came to their senses on this, because this was a huge fucking L that one of the, you know, a likely Game of the Year contender was not going to come out this year on Xbox simply because of this parity clause. So glad to see, really glad to see Xbox make the right decision here eventually. 4090 for the win. I wish I had a 4090. I really do. But I got the 3060 and I'm rolling with it, all right? I'm rolling with the bitch. It is what it is. I chose to build a PC at the worst time, and I have to live with it. It is what it is, man. Hey, Gluis2K says, love the hat. Thank you so much, fam. Michael Wells says, like you can build one that is reasonably priced in the used market, now the chip shortage is over. That's facts. That's the truth. So, I mean, like, obviously it's going to cost money to build anything, but it is certainly possible to build a reasonably priced PC that does compete with the current consoles. If you go to the used market, that's a fact. Red Chaos says, I will like to get the RTX 3060 someday. It's a good entry point. It's a good entry point. Taylor says, I've heard Microsoft are doing some very anti-consumer stuff with Windows. I'm not liking Windows 11. My biggest complaint with the further Windows goes, the more Microsoft is trying to take away, users' rights and privileges and freedoms. But that's literally every fucking thing. And I heard, yes, I also heard Windows 11 is a mess. I'm not upgrading to Windows 11. I'm staying at Windows 10. Michael Wells says, Windows 11 has been great for me. That's awesome, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Personally, I'm going to avoid that if at all possible. I'm hoping Linux really becomes like if there's an OS of Linux that is really like just chill for... I need Linux for dummies. That's what I need. I need Linux for dummies. That's what I'm waiting on. And I know some Linux homies is going to be like, yes, there is Linux for dummies. Okay, I need the even dummier version of that particular Linux that you're speaking of. That's what I need. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. But I'm going to avoid Windows 11 for as long as humanly possible or entirely. Is there an easy way into Linux nowadays? There is, like... I know someone personally that has transitioned to Linux. And overall, the experience had been pretty decent for them. There's some concessions. Some things work funny on Linux in regards to gaming, but overall, his transition has been at least reasonably good. Yes, I need baby Linux because I have baby brain. Windows XP was the last good Windows. It's been a minute, right? Holy shit. God Emperor says, I wish I could go back to 10. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it doesn't auto-update to 11. There needs to be some sort of BIOS change for it to happen or some shit like that. Which means I'm safe. I'm not going to wake up one day and see Windows 11 on my screen like what happened with Windows 8 to 10. So... Windows 7 was great. I agree. Windows 7 was indeed great. Retromanius, what's good with you, bro? Says, I never had Linux and I was always terrified with it, but the Steam Deck helped me get into it. That's a great point. Windows 7 was the best Windows operating system. Yeah. It's the reason why people had it for so freaking long. But I don't know if you guys have seen some of this. You know what? Let's talk about this real quick. Because I don't know if you noticed, but fat acceptance is a thing that's become really prevalent amongst women. And it's, to me, it's problematic because a woman who is obese, it's usually because... Usually, more often than not, and I'm saying this as someone that's been overweight before. I lost weight. Woman tends to achieve a level of obesity, particularly because of mental health issues. A woman naturally does not want to be obese. Anybody who says that is a fucking liar. So when it comes to that, I have a problem personally. As someone, I lost 60 pounds through, like, just, I mind you, didn't move a fucking muscle. I'm so lazy. I used to be super into sports. I don't know what's happened to me. I'm working on it, guys. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm perfect. I lost 60 pounds completely dieting, and I've managed to keep it off because I understand how my body works. And so that's how you kind of get an understanding of how to not gain weight. So it's completely acceptable in society, and people fight for this, for women to be obese, and that it should be celebrated. When really, a lot of women tend to be obese because they're depressed or they're dealing with something that is beating them mentally, beating them down mentally. And that's a shame. And people definitely need help in regards to dealing with certain life situations. Life is unfair, and life will F you over. It happens at some point to everyone. Nobody has a perfect life. But there's this thing, man. It's like, it's okay for women to be severely obese, but men are so severely judged in society now for any little thing. Hey, shout out to Minxie. Lost 120 pounds. You are a fucking beast, okay? Shout out to Minxie, man. It's beautiful to hear. I know a lot of people on weight loss journeys right now, and I love to hear it. I love to see the difference, and I completely support it, and it's so awesome. Yo, whereas you are so fucked up. Look, man, I don't have a problem with people that are fat. I have a problem with people that defend being fat and obesity. I have a serious problem with them, and that's some people who aren't fat, that are into that shit. And you are a fucking problem, because you are literally putting people you are convincing people that being in a severe health detriment is okay. You literally support people essentially having an easier time getting heart disease, dealing with, situations in which obesity leads to your body getting fucked up over time. If it be, heart disease, general health problems, or even your knees, okay? Bruh, there's a reason. I'm so glad. One of the weight loss things that I thought was really cool to see was, who's that wrestler? Fucking hell. Forget her name. Fuck. I forget her fucking name. Nia Jax. There we go. It was so cool to see Nia Jax had lost such an immense amount of weight, because this is a woman that had to have like double knee surgery. And it's honestly because she was very, very heavy, performing a lot of wrestling maneuvers, doing all that stuff. Like, that's going to take, that is going to kill your fucking knees over time. So it was cool. It's cool to see that Nia Jax lost all that weight. And I support all that, man. It's possible, and take it from someone like me. I can't cook for my fucking life. I can't cook for my life, and I'm lazy. And I managed to lose 60 pounds. You guys can do it too. Seriously. Do not doubt yourself. It takes time and effort, don't get me wrong. But with a plan and commitment, you can stick with it. And also, shout out to BitCloud, who he also has lost 60 pounds, and it shows, and he looks a lot better, and he feels a lot better, and he's very proud of himself, and you should be. Despite me constantly dumping on you, BitCloud, you should be proud of yourself, because that's a huge commitment. It's a huge commitment, and you did your thing, and I'm happy to see it. Drew said, Cass, let's cook. Yeah, Nia looks amazing, man. It's awesome to see her shed so much weight, and I'm sure she feels better. But here's one thing that just had me like, what the fuck, man? So they were apparently shitting on Keanu Reeves. They're saying he needs to shape up. Keanu Reeves blasted for chubby body while spending family day on boat. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is chubby. If you're a dude, this is chubby. But and that should be shat on. But Lizzo, we should celebrate. What the fuck? This dude is like 50-something years old. Yeah, exactly. He's just not like fucking. He's just not ripped. This dude is like, yeah, he's like 50 something, 60. How old is Keanu Reeves? Let's just get. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are people his age that are ripped, but I mean, come the fuck on, bro. Keanu Reeves is 58 years old. Oz, I'm pretty sure you did not lose 1,010 pounds, bro. Facts, exactly. Keanu Reeves got nothing to fucking prove, man. And this dude here says, but if it was a female celebrity, they'd be stunning and gorgeous, so courageous. Funny thing is that a woman can be 400 pounds, and people say this, and Keanu Reeves looks fine. I just had to bring this up because this fucked me up when I saw it. I'm just like, are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. Let John Wick live. Yeah, he already died in the movies, so let that man live. It's a joke. It is an absolute joke. So I just had to bring that one up real quick because that messed me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, apparently this is unacceptable for a man, but it's completely acceptable, endorsed, and celebrated that a woman's 400 plus pounds. We celebrate, it's normalized to celebrate Lizzo being severely obese versus Keanu Reeves. Oh my god, Izzy, please stop. What's going on? Alright. But my Discord blowing up. How do you manually make Discord like streamer mode on? That's what I need to figure out. Told you guys, I dumb brain. Settings. We gonna learn today. Yeah, usually mine does it. Ah, I see it. Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. There we go. Think we're good. Yes. I'm just, to me, I don't personally care to hear it. Like, it doesn't bother me if the beeping keeps popping up and shit. But I just, I don't want to annoy you guys, obviously. See, I turned it off before, like, after I brought up OBS, because this is before I went live, obviously. But I had to turn it on just now. People just care too much. That's the general problem, in my opinion. That's facts, too, Retro Dude. Those pics made me feel better about myself. Keanu and I are the same age. That's what's up. They be reading too many fan fictions. Luxury nostalgia TXT, this is facts. Yo, Frostbang, what's good with you, bro? And, yeah, Oz has an insane freaking weight loss journey, man, and he's still doing his thing. Alright, you just sent me something? Let me see. Uh-oh. I'm scared. Oh, no. Oh, no. Should I play this? Let me see. No. 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 What is this? What is this? Nah, if I have to see it, so now must you guys. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's putting butter on pizza. What the fuck is she doing? And these are the same people that'll cry that they had to pay for 2 seats to get on a plane. I'm just floored, man. I'm just floored, disgusted. It's like, look, and look, a lot of people also bring the comparison of height. You can't help how tall you are. You can help how fat you are, though. So you should have to pay more. And they should not change how things are just to accommodate people that choose to be at the particular weight they're on. They choose to be at. Just trying to get on my 600-pound life. Oh my god, dude. How embarrassed I would be? Fucking hell, dude. Be so embarrassed. Planes do have weight limits. For damn good reason. I mean, look at one of my favorite artists ever. Aaliyah died on a plane crash. They had too much equipment on the fucking plane. Too much weight. It's a serious thing. And yes, she is working on giving herself a stroke. I think that people do this because, like, more often than not, people do this shit because they're depressed. People eat themselves just because they're depressed. Someone that is of sound mind doesn't do things like this. They do be out here looking for clout. There's a lot of people that do the whole fat thing for clout. And it's depressing to watch. And people like this need help. They need help, and they need to stop being celebrated for doing this to themselves. So that to me just blew my mind seeing that nonsense, and I had to say something. But guys, I don't know if you've seen Stalker 2 lately. And it's one of those things where I think that it's fair to say that Stalker 2's been downgraded visually. Problem with being honest about it is simply the fact that, yes, the developers had to relocate because they're out in Ukraine. And even, I know, one of the developers had even passed away who had been serving. And that's absolutely sad. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, whatever time I said this before, like, I'm highly anticipating Stalker 2. Whatever time they need, given their situation, I completely understand, and whatever time that they need, they deserve it, because they're dealing with the situation that other developers aren't dealing with. So it's one of those things where, obviously, I'm sure they're dealing with stuff that we can't even begin to comprehend. But at the same time, too, we have to be able to have an honest conversation. Because Stalker 2 has definitely been downgraded. Gaming Cringe says, may I ask you a random question? I mean, it depends on what the question is, but you are free to attempt to ask a question. And if I deem that it's acceptable, I can give you an answer. Weight can be helped, but your height is what you can't help. Exactly. You're 6 foot tall. You're a tall dude. There's definitely some concessions that need to be made for people that are very, very tall. And that's not something that someone who is tall can control. But Izzy, was good with you, homie? Focus on the positives. Haven't personally seen any downgrades. Oh, it's been very, very much documented. What's your opinion on the whole Trump situation? We don't talk politics here, bro. Like that, the reason why I do this is to not talk about that kind of shit. Like, I don't have any interest in talking about that. If anything, I run away from political debates and the little political conversation, because I would be severely depressed and probably eat myself to death if that was the thing to talk about all day, every day. So, with all due respect, really just don't want to get into it. Taylor says, Stalker isn't a game I'm interested in personally. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. Should have had an actual video down. Or video up, I should say. But, like, can we just be honest about the discussion, man? To me, it does look downgraded. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I was looking for, like, a side-by-side comparison. But, didn't get that, sadly. Or couldn't find that.
I was attacked while on
Still looks pretty good, though.
I got hit in the head, and when I woke up, I was in almost nothing but my birthday suit.
I mean, I'm looking at compressed YouTube footage of what it was before, too, at 1440p. So, I mean, they're both compressed. Like, the new footage looks downgraded. That's how I see it. Yo, shout out to Pierce Taylor. Thank you.
Yo, Pierce Taylor, thank you so much for the 5. He says, I just finished Mass Effect Andromeda. Problem. Only 187 planets to scan. I think it needed 813 more planets to scan. Agree?
Well, I mean, sir, thank you so much for the 5. You know what? I didn't get far enough in that game to even figure out it had that many planets, bro. Downgrade or not, you'll still buy it? Hey, I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna play it. I'm lagging. Sorry about that if I'm lagging, but downgrade or not, you're still gonna play it. I'm still gonna play it too. I don't know about this frame rate, guys.
Here's your bolt. Where the hell would I need a bolt? Take a look around. Crap. I've got nowhere to go back to, Herman. Over.
I don't know about this frame rate, yo. And I'm still lagging. I mean, right now my internet's fine, so I'm sorry if I'm lagging, but I don't know. Is it on my end, guys? Is it lagging for more than for everyone else too? This is the most. This is the Gamescom trailer. And I wish they would tell us what this is running on, if it was on console, if it's on PC, but I'm not really seeing. All I can go off is what I see. And what I see is a downgrade. I'm slightly concerned. And I'd rather them take whatever time they need to make sure this game is right, even if it's way more time. Because I've been highly anticipating this game, man. The game, what they showed when they showed this game early on. Yeah, Retro, definitely try restarting the app. Because it's... I can't, like, if I was seeing, like, my internet dropping, then I could understand. But maybe it's on your side. Hopefully that irons it out. I hope, you know, it would be nice if they did tell us what it is so that we get an idea. But this, to me, is definitely a downgrade. I'm concerned as to the frame rate of this game. What is the performance gonna be looking like? Because this, I don't know about this, man. I hope that this game gets delayed to make sure that it's at least gonna run right. That fixed it? Alright, good. Glad to hear it, bro. Not gonna lie, that looked generic as fuck. Look, Stalker, at least, you know, Stalker is a very influential, you know, game. It obviously kind of grabs that vibe of like Metroid. Metro, excuse me. Not Metroid. Oops. It has that vibe of Metro. Metro looked better than this back when, before the next gen upgrade. I'm just saying. But like, the reason why I bring this up is that you can't, like, it's so hard to have an honest conversation about anything. It's like, yes, I understand that they're dealing with some stuff, and that's why, whatever time it takes for this game to come out, I will concede whatever time it takes for the game to come out. But that doesn't mean we can't criticize that this game definitely looks downgraded and the frame rate looking a little shoddy. That, can we just have an honest conversation? That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to dump on this team. I'm not. But at the end of the day, what I see here versus what I saw when this game was announced and the early gameplay footage looks a lot different. It looks a lot different. And we have to acknowledge that. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. Like, no free passes. Like, you know, I'd rather them hold the game back as long as it takes to make sure it's right. I'm looking at both YouTube compressed versions of the game. That's all I'm looking at it on. I'm not looking at an uncompressed YouTube, like, old footage. I'm looking at the old stuff they uploaded to YouTube way back when, you know, Stalker 2 had early footage versus now. Now looks downgraded. Yeah, I mean, if the game is a solid game, I'll play it. In the very least, I'll give it a try on Game Pass. Wrestling says 2K 60 FPS is good enough. We don't need to have 8K. I agree. I play on a 2K monitor. I play at 1440p. I mean, now, frame rates, though, first-person shooters, the higher the frame rate, the better. But what I'm looking at here, what makes me concerned, is that there is a visual downgrade. And then on top of it all, the frame rate looking a little shaky. I hope that when it comes out, it's running right. If the game doesn't look very good, you know, I can accept that as opposed to a game that runs like dog shit. We have to see, but you're still 1080p, yeah. A lot of people still are 1080p on PC. Yeah, I saw Eric Shalai's getting sued. And I wasn't expecting that at all. So pretty crazy stuff. Should have probably talked about that a little bit, but we do have a long show. Maybe we'll get into a bit of the details in a bit. But I mean, if you don't see it, you don't see it, I guess, but it is there. Whether you see it or not, hey man, everyone sees differently, technically. Our eyes are all different. If you could choose, though, Minecraft or Stalker 2. So, I mean, I'm not a creative person, so Minecraft does not work for me. I understand why Minecraft is amazing. I get it. I understand the concept. It's just not for me because I'm not very creative. So I will take Stalker 2 all day, every day. I do love first-person shooters. I know a lot of people are tired of first-person shooters. But damn, like, since jumping from console to PC, my excitement is for the next FPS game to come out. Because mouse and keyboard FPS gameplay versus, like, controller FPS gameplay, completely different games. Play Doom 2016 on your PlayStation and then play it on PC. That's when I realized, oh damn, this is completely different. like I said yesterday, you should make a video on Final Fantasy. Yo, first off, what's good with you, Dozer? Make a video on Final Fantasy 16 and the state of Square sometime. I feel like we get into that once I see Dragon Quest 12. You know, I feel like that would probably be the best time and voice my concerns. Because it's definitely not fresh cut spring roses at Square Enix, man. Don't get Minecraft at all. I mean, I get it. It's just I can't get with it. I've seen, look, I know some creative people, and they made some of the most insane stuff in Minecraft. That's like, man, like I could never do this. Like, you are fucking awesome. And Minecraft is amazing because it allots people that creative freedom. It's blocky, it looks, you know, silly. But when you see someone put together like this beautiful creation, if it be an enormous castle, if it be you know, a picture that they created in the world, like something like it's insane. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you did something amazing here. Like, some people are just so creative. It's awesome to see. And I support games that give people that creative freedom. Like, straight up, Minecraft is amazing. It's a great game to, you know, to give children so that they could tap into their creative ability and develop, you know, their own artistry, and if even in, you know, Minecraft way of artistry, man. It's freaking awesome. Minecraft is basically 720p. Can't play it anymore. Oh shit, Where's in Paradise is playing Minecraft right now. That's what's up, man. Retromania says, Dragon Quest 12 is in a huge development hell. I think it could turn out as bad as Final Fantasy 15. I'm honestly scared. Where are the details on development hell with this game? If you guys can, send me the details. Because Dragon Quest 11 is one of my all-time favorite games. That game, I can't explain it, man. It's like pure happiness playing that game. But this is the longest period of time of development of mainline, like between Dragon Quest 11 and Dragon Quest 12, like mainline Dragon Quest. This is the longest period of time of development. And we don't have any, like, anything new from the announcement. All we have is a picture of Dragon Quest 12 and general details of when they first announced it. And since then, it's been completely quiet. Textures too big, have huge loading times. Facts. Facts. It's not a good gift for children anymore, but that's a different conversation. This is true. This is true. There's definitely some questionable things that are being introduced to Minecraft for whatever reason. Oh, hell yeah. Like, Dragon Quest 12's logo looks awesome. I'm really interested, but I'm concerned. What are you guys going to do with the gameplay, the combat specifically? Are you going to go action? Because if you do, it's going to be a problem. Dragon Quest fans are very traditional with the mainline Dragon Quest. If Dragon Quest 12 becomes action combat, it's going to be a fucking problem. And I hope Square Enix realizes this at some point. Kids today, all they want is V-Bucks and V2K currency.
You're not lying, man.
You're not lying. If they don't, they're riding off that cliff. Yeah. If they fuck up Dragon Quest, there is no hope for Square Enix at this point. But taking it back to what we got next, the PlayStation Portable, man. I'm kind of disappointed. I love handhelds, guys. Handhelds are my thing. Any of the Expanse tonight? No, I don't think episode 3 has come out yet. I'm gonna continue playing the Expanse, guys. Now, if this next episode is dog shit, I don't know if I'm going to continue playing it. Let's just put it that way, all right? But we're going to play the next episode. I hope it's better than the last episode. But I don't think it's come out yet, or it's about to drop. Yeah, it's technically not a handheld. It's the PlayStation Wii U. So let's get into the details and just have the discussion. First off, I'm not buying this. This is a waste of money for me personally. And they're saying PlayStation's first remote play dedicated device. I'm glad that they aren't calling it necessarily a handheld, because technically you're right, it isn't. PlayStation Portal remote player to launch later this year at $200. And this is the actual device. And they're saying Pulse Explore wireless earbuds and new Pulse Elite wireless headset revealed, features lossless low latency audio using new PlayStation Link technology. Expanse came out today. All right, so I'm looking at Monday. I try to have like gaming live streams on YouTube. I try to have them on Monday. So we're looking at likely this coming Monday. They say since the launch of PS5, okay, they're dick-eating themselves, blah, blah, blah. In May, we give a quick peek at our dedicated PS5 remote play device, now called PlayStation Portal Remote Player, and our first wireless earbuds called Pulse Explore. Today, we're pleased to share more details about these products and reveal a new PlayStation over-the-ear wireless headset, Pulse Elite. Both Pulse Elite and Pulse Explore deliver low-latency, lossless audio from PS5 and PlayStation Portal using our new PlayStation Link wireless technology. So, I mean, I will say I think the earbuds are pretty cool. If you don't really want, like, the headset thing. Because sometimes I wouldn't mind, like, getting away from the headset and just having, like, the earbuds. So that, to me, isn't bad. Like, I would consider that. I mean, because it provides, like, a legitimate service. Yo, Rome, what's good with you, bro? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like this handheld device just doesn't seem to provide any reasonable purpose, man. There is one thing, and it's more so, I guess, conspiracy, or my thoughts on it. I wouldn't necessarily call it conspiracy. I guess it's more so my prediction, but we'll get into that. But here are the details. PlayStation Portal Remote Player. PlayStation Portal Remote Player brings the PlayStation 5 experience to the palm of your hand. It includes key features of the DualSense wireless controller, including adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. It'd be nice if they would have actually, you know, added the removable analog sticks. Because, guys, I've been through some PS5 controllers. I'm just saying. Analog sticks, man. They go. And the same thing, and the sad thing is, I think that the DualSense is an amazing controller. I do think that it is. I think it's the most comfortable controller I've ever held. I think, honestly speaking, the only controller that rivals this one in terms of general comfort is the Wii U Pro controller. And even, I will say, the Xbox 360 controller. Xbox 360 controller is super comfortable. To be fair, I've been through a lot of those over the course of my my playtime on 360 as a teenager. So, like, this is an extremely comfortable, and it like, in the hand, it's heavy, it has some weight to it. It feels amazing, but these analog sticks right here, they fucking suck. They go. Okay, I have dealt with my fair share of stick drift. These stink. So, it would have been nice if they would have introduced the Elite controller replaceable analog sticks with this. You didn't have to necessarily include anything else in terms of the Elite controller, but the replaceable analog sticks would have been nice, because if they're designed exactly like these, you have a fucking problem. Eastern Conference Gaming says, this is why I love my DualSense Edge. I can change my analogs, and that's a great perk to it. It's a great perk. Does the Portal have haptics? It seems as though that is the case. We'll get into more of the details. He said, PlayStation Portal Remote Player brings the PlayStation 5 experience to the palm of your hands. It includes the key features of the DualSense wireless controller, so it seems as though that's the case, including adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. So the rumble seems to be the thing. The adaptive triggers are a mistake. Turn that shit off. If you value the lifespan of your controller, or at this point, your handheld handheld device, fucking whatever, handheld Wi-Fi device that's connected to your PS5, the vibrant 8-inch LCD screen is capable of 1080p resolutions at 60 FPS. So the positives: 8-inch screen, nice size screen. 1080p, that's nice too. That's nice too. And negatives: LC fucking D screen. Oh god. And yes, you bring up a good point, Retro. How could you in good conscience say vibrant and LCD at the same fucking time? Yo, PlayStation, Sony are some sick motherfuckers. They are sick as fuck. So I will say, 8-inch screen is nice size. 1080p, nice for a handheld. LCD screen, gross. Gross. 60 FPS to be expected, but nothing special. Providing a high-definition visual experience that's expected from the high-quality games created by world-class developers. You could get a Switch for $50 more. It's its own dedicated device. That's a fact. PlayStation Portal is the perfect device for gamers in households where you might need to share their living room TV or simply want to play PlayStation 5 games in another room of the house. That worked so well for the Wii U, right, guys? PlayStation Portal will connect remotely to your PS5 over Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to swiftly jump from playing on your PlayStation 5 to your PlayStation Portal. PlayStation Portal can play supported games that are installed on your PS5 console and use the DualSense controller. It also includes a 3.5mm audio jack for wired audio. And it's like they're saying all the positives, but they're not saying the negatives. PlayStation VR 2 games, which require the headset, and games that are streamed through PlayStation Plus Premium's cloud streaming are not supported. It's like they're trying to sell you on something beautiful, right? Oh man, hold on. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up. Yo, Picasso, what's up? Where are we at here? Where are we at here? Let me zoom out of this. Because, oh man, when you break it down, this thing is fucking trash. I'm sorry, bro. What a fucking joke. So, here's the details. They, voiced the screen. And, PlayStation Portal will connect remotely to your PS5 over Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to swiftly jump, blah, blah, blah. where are the details? Strangely, the $200 handheld won't work with Sony's upcoming cloud streaming for PlayStation 5 games. That is really weird to me. I don't understand why that is. Games that must be streamed on PS5 using the PS Plus premium membership are not compatible, says Sony. So the PlayStation Portal is really a way to stream PS5 games you already have installed on your own PS5 onto a handheld for remote play. You'll need an internet connection capable of at least 5 megabits per second, and Sony is recommending 15 megabits per second for the best experience. No Bluetooth is a fact. And we're going to get into that. So this is IGN's bullshit. So it is weird. It's one of those things where at first I was thinking they're trying to get people to, how do you say? This really just is a Wii U controller. That big thing. And I don't understand how they call this portable, because look at the fucking thing. Is this really portable? Can you actually, like, bro, in the very least, like, wearing my joggers, I can, like, detach the Switch controllers, put them in one pocket, and put the actual screen in my other pocket, where I'm wearing joggers that have really big really big pockets. I've done it before, like a dumbass, but I've done it. It's probably why I've had to fix stick drift on my Joy-Con like fucking 5+ times, but I've done it. How is this thing portable? Because people are saying, oh, well, you can, like, if you have an internet connection, you can go across the world and stream from your PS5 games onto this. Bruh. This is not at all portable to me. Yes, you could bring it with you, but damn, this is like, I'm not taking this to a friend's house. I'm definitely not taking this to a friend's house. I'm taking this on vacation. Imagine trying to play this on hotel internet. Oof. Oof. And I don't know what they're trying to do. It feels like this is a device they're just throwing out there. I was thinking maybe they're trying to prep people for what's it called? Cloud gaming. And that could still be the case, but the fact that cloud gaming isn't like a push thing here is weird. But I feel like at some point they're gonna push cloud gaming and a cloud device that will feel like an upgrade from this. Hospital internet, yeah, good luck with that. Ugh. You're not buying it? Because it's like, realistically speaking, a cloud device actually does seem like a better device than this. And I hate the concept of cloud gaming. If cloud gaming becomes like the main experience of gaming, I'm a retro gamer. I said that shit outright before. If cloud gaming is the main gaming experience at any point in human history, I'm a retro gamer. But objectively speaking, if you propose a cloud gaming handheld device that it can exist on its own with an internet connection that's not connected to a PS5, that sounds like a better device to me than this. I feel like in maybe 3 to 5 years, PlayStation is probably going to be like, here's our upgrade to our PlayStation Portal that probably didn't sell at all. And the big selling point is going to be, well, it works on its own with cloud gaming. Because, I mean, look, PlayStation bought Gaikai. They spent a fuck ton of money on that. They tried to push PlayStation Now. Now they had to rebrand it because, it wasn't working out too well for them. They're going to push cloud gaming. I think they're just trying to position themselves in a way to try to sell people on it in a way that feels like some form of upgrade. Could be completely wrong. It is me just throwing something out there to see what sticks. that is just my thought process of me just throwing something out there that kind of makes sense. Because in every other sense, looking at this device, it makes no sense. Looks like a boomerang. It looks like a batarang. It looks like a it looks like a batarang that what's his name? What the fuck? From Batman. What's that fucking shitty Batman and Robin? I feel like this is a batarang that the Batman from Batman and Robin the movie would use. This is going to be much worse than Stadia. It's a Batman iPad. But yes, let's get into the details of why this thing is just shit. It is. Objectively, it's a piece of shit device. Pony Rang? Yo! So, getting into the details of what its shortcomings, because there's a lot of PlayStation Portal doesn't have Bluetooth. That is insane to me, especially when all of these companies pushing Bluetooth, ditching the 3.5mm headphone jack. You leave that masterpiece alone? No, not Batman and Robin, bro. Don't go out like this. Instead, it uses. Wait, hold up. You won't be able to connect. You won't be able to connect to wireless headphones or PlayStation Pulse 3D headset. Instead, it uses a PlayStation Link wireless technology, a new proprietary standard for PlayStation devices. PlayStation Link is designed to deliver low-latency, lossless audio, and Sony is also launching a wireless headset and buds to support PlayStation Link. So the current PlayStation headset, because I have the Pulse 3D headset. I use that for my other PlayStation. I'm deaf anyway. It's not like I'm really gonna hear the great features of like a $300 headset. Fucking, I'm not literally deaf, but my hearing fucking sucks, guys. Little known fact about me, my hearing sucks. So I have a Pulse 3D headset. So the current Pulse headset that you have apparently isn't gonna work. So they had to make a new headset to take advantage of the fact that this fucking headset lacks normalized technology. So they created new technology, and they're trying to say this is futuristic shit. All for the reason they're cheap. Is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing here? And look, maybe this lossless audio is cool, but I don't think. Look, I'm not. The average person ain't gonna notice that. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I think little Zigman wants to say hi. Hold on. Come here, little Ziggy. Come here. Kitty! Say hi. Woke up from your nap? He woke up from his nap. Say hi! Look at that sleepy face. Oh. Was that Jim Ryan calling? Yeah, Jim Ryan called. He said, look, go easy on us, all right? We're trying to sell these people on bullshit. Little kitty, he's camera shy. He wants to leave. He doesn't like that the screen is super bright. He's just like, oh man, get me away from this. All right, you can go now, buddy. He said hi. Now he's gonna go. He's all gonna go flop on on the carpet and just chill out. Hey, don't you be stretching on the furniture, damn it. Don't be looking at me like that. That little bastard. But we love little Zigman. But yeah, so your PlayStation headset that you bought with your PS5 is already outdated. So that's nice to know. And they said you'll be able to use the new headset or buds with a PS5 through USB adapter. But with rumors of a PS5 Slim on the way, it's easy to imagine PlayStation Link will be integrated into future PS5 models. So your PS5 is also outdated. The PlayStation Link standard will also be available for third-party manufacturers to use. Thankfully, PlayStation Portal also has a 3.5mm headphone jack for wired audio. I don't know about this shit, guys. It's like they're trying so hard to like make this seem like a good thing, and it's like, yeah, good luck. They said IGN reports the PlayStation Portable battery size hasn't been finalized yet, so we still don't know how long the handheld will run. CNET says Sony's targeting something similar to the DualSense battery life, so around 7 to 9 hours. Who gets 7 to 9 hours on their DualSense? I'm talking about the regular DualSense, not the Edge. The Edge is actually worse from what I heard. Who the fuck gets 7 to 9 hours on the DualSense? Because I don't. I get maybe like 5, 6. I believe it's called false advertisement. Yeah, that sounds like bullshit to me. It will be 3 hours, I bet. Yeah, it's a big screen. And you know they didn't include OLED because of money and because it killed the battery fairly easily. PlayStation Portal was previously known as Project Q and was officially announced in May with a rumored release date in November. Sony still isn't ready to say exactly when PlayStation fans will be able to get their hands on the PlayStation Portal, but for now, we have a $200 price. So a $200 price for what? You get like 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, here's the thing. A lot of people shit on the Xbox controller, and to be fair, I shit on it too. It isn't like the Series X controller isn't an upgrade from last gen. But I will say I can literally buy a battery pack. Bought this little $20 battery pack. I just simply, a lot of people think that people buy batteries for this. Guys, I haven't bought batteries in years. You buy this little $20 battery pack, you do, it's this simple, guys. You literally just do this. I know that ponies have a hard time understanding this. Maybe it is difficult for them. I heard that they had a hard time putting the stand on their PS5 to stand it up. So maybe this is difficult to understand. You simply just do one of these, like so. You put the cover on here like this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Simple. And you charge it up. You get 20 to 25 hours on one charge. It's beautiful. Yes, I love it. As opposed to the battery with the, the PS5 controller, maybe like 5 hours. Can't really change it. No, none of that shit. None of that shit. This is the better option in terms of just getting sure play, like guaranteed playtime, no problems. You have 20-something hours to be just enthralled in whatever you're playing. And to me, like gaming for me, I want it to be like my utopia, where I don't have to worry about anything. I just get into a game and I want to lose myself. That's the goal whenever I play video games, to lose myself in whatever I'm playing. And the fact that I can't remember the last time I charged this is pretty much, it adds to that. Whereas with this, so playing on my PS5 over there, I have to get this set up where, well, I had to buy 2 controllers. So I had 2 controllers. Controller breaks fairly easily with these shitty analog sticks. So we're like over $100 in the hole already. Had to buy the stand for the controllers, the charging dock, which is like $30, just to have that utopia experience where I have to worry about charging every 2 seconds. I spend more money to get all this stuff to give me that experience. So I have to, whenever it runs out, I put it on the stand, grab the next controller, let this one charge while I'm playing. So I have to spend more money to have that Utopia experience. So yeah, like people keep bitching about that with the Xbox controller. To me, there's so much more issue with the Xbox controller, okay? There is issues with the Xbox controller, but that is like the least problematic thing about an Xbox controller. You get low battery in games that keep crashing on PlayStation. Damn. I haven't booted up my PlayStation in like 2 weeks. Since I played The Expanse. As more time goes on, I have less and less interest in the consoles. Naturally. Like my goal, obviously I want to upgrade my graphics card, but I do want to, like, I'm stocking up on Steam games, guys, because I'm going to get a Steam Deck at some point to have that Utopia. To add to that Utopia where I could just pick up and go with my Steam library. That sounds beautiful. So at some point I'm looking forward to that. It will happen. I love handhelds. I have 2 Vitas. I have 3 Switches. I have too many Switches, so I let my friend have one. She can use it as long as she wants. Whatever the hell. She also has a bunch of my games that I need to get back. But I love handhelds. It's always been my thing. GBA is my freaking favorite platform of all time. It's constantly in debate with PS2, but it's up there. So I definitely, at some point, I'm going to get a Steam Deck. And I just want to build my library on Steam because I enjoy Steam and keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. This, to me, as someone, I love handhelds. Personally, I'm not a big PSP fan because it didn't have that second analog stick. To me, PSP was more catered to 2D gaming. I would have loved it, but it wasn't. It was 3D gaming pushed and playing stuff. A lot of things. 3D gaming with one analog stick sus. ROG Ally opinion. I don't know, man. It's more powerful, which is cool. To me, it's not necessarily about the power. I just, dealing with Windows 11, kinda meh. I've been kind of avoiding it, so that's just me personally. I just want a seamless experience as possible. I don't want to... my thing is, like, the Steam Deck just seems to work besides some of the multiplayer games. And I understand that. I'll accept that. I seem like with the what is it, the ROG Ally? I don't know. It's like a lot of people seem to be dealing with some issues with the Windows 11 OS. I personally just don't want to fucking be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. Just give me, like, seamless experience. I'll accept that there's just some games I won't be able to play on Steam Deck unless I choose to go forward and have another operating system on it. Steam Deck is a great system. The battery life is garbage, though. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. There's, like, I know that the battery life varies depending on what game you're playing. Like, playing, like, a 2D, a pixel art style game versus playing, like, something crazy. Battery pack for life. Yeah, those are going to be 2 varying experiences in terms of battery life, so just need more powerful Switch, and I'm good for a few years. I'm open to buying a Switch. But, like, for me, this PlayStation Portal, I just don't care. I don't care. I don't even want to play on my PS5 to begin with anymore, and guys, I was all in on PlayStation last gen. I was relatively happy with the PS4. It had its issues, sure, but I was excited. I thought that PlayStation was going in a good direction in gaming. They were reasonably pro-consumer. I was excited for the PS5 based on the generation of PS4. Bought 2 PS5s. I'm not happy anymore. I'm not happy at all. Yo, Black Cobra, bro. Man, Black Cobra, thank you so much, bro. I'm waiting for it to pop. Stream Elements, what are you doing? There we go. Hey!
Black Cobra for the 2, thanks, bro. Said ponies are salty over Baldur's Gate 3 coming to Xbox this year.
And that, to me, is fucking pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Oh my god, more people get to play a Game of the Year contender. This is depressing. The fuck? What the fuck is that? You gotta be such a fucking bitch to literally be upset that more people get to play one of the best games to come out this year. Fuck out of here, bro. That's such a bitch ass fucking thought process. I ain't about that shit. I ain't about that shit. And if you're about that, go fuck yourself. Just that simple. I don't play that bullshit, man. More people get to play a damn good game. They were hoping to have something on Xbox dudes just because they're not playing Starfield, and it's like, this is pathetic. It's pathetic. But with this, I don't know, like I said, my prediction is, because I can't really come to any reason for this to exist. It just doesn't seem like it has any reason at all. My only prediction is this is going to make a future handheld that is cloud gaming based more viable. That's what I think. That's the only thing I can come up with in my head. I could be wrong, but I don't think that PlayStation has given up on cloud gaming yet, because it is a future option, for better or worse. Overall, I will not be buying this. I don't know. Should we do a poll? I feel like it'd be so one-sided, though. I feel like it would be one-sided, but I guess we'll start a poll. Fuck it. There we go. Let's shoot. Shoot for the stars. Yeah, I agree. No one asked for this, and it's weird because I feel like PlayStation is trying to create, like, how do I say this? They're trying to create a cheap Apple ecosystem surrounding PS5. You know, Apple does this little slick thing where they try to make you fall into this ecosystem where you have one Apple device, you need to get the rest. So I just feel like this is a really cheap attempt at doing the same thing, and people still don't want it. And it's one of those things where all these devices that they have, and everything is becoming proprietary. And one of the things I always loved about PlayStation in regards to what they had going, it was a big thing, especially during the PS3 era, in comparison to 360, was that PlayStation didn't really support proprietary devices like that. Yo, Black Cobra, bro, you're wildin' tonight, bro. You totally didn't have to, fam. Thank you so much.
Black Cobra for the 2 says, God, if Starfield wins, all hell will break loose. And I agree. I agree, good sir.
It'd be interesting if Starfield ended up being Game of the Year. But like, the one thing I genuinely loved about PS3 generation and PS4 generation, they did not push proprietary hardware. They said, look, whatever the fuck you got, you could use, just as long as it falls under these basic guidelines. And early PS5 generation followed that too, where it's like, okay, look, even over Xbox Series, you can get any freaking M.2 SSD that has this standard speed or higher to put into your PS5. That's great, because, you know, with it not being proprietary, these things are fall in price, and they will be more affordable over time. And you could just put that in your PS5 and keep it moving. It's like they're trying to create this proprietary ecosystem of gaming that people didn't want or ask for. And I can understand with the PSVR too, though not many people are into VR like that. It's not something that's necessarily selling gangbusters, but in order to make a device that is reasonably priced, you like with VR2, and to be honest, it's a really expensive ask. VR2, it's like $550 or something like that. Yeah, that's at least understandable. Connecting it to the PS5 to make it, to make it a viable purchase with VR2. This handheld device being proprietary to a PS5, all of these devices, the main devices, if you don't have a PS5, they're worthless. Completely worthless. And that is just bad business. I can at least understand with VR2. But in order to get a PlayStation Portal or a PlayStation VR2, you have to put in $500 before you can even get there. So, RIP Vita, man. Vita was a great handheld, one of my favorites. I thankfully own two of them. I own the Vita 1000 and the Vita 2000. Wish I had more games and more memory. I had like a 32 gig memory card and then like a 4 gig memory card. That's a perfect example of proprietary being shit and cratering a potential platform. Zelda and Baldur's Gate. Oh, you guys are debating what's going to be Game of the Year. Personally, I don't really care about Game of the Year stuff. I think it's conducted by a bunch of people that don't see gaming the same way I do personally, and with that, I don't really give it much, if any, merit at all. But I think there's a lot of great games that deserve to be Game of the Year out here. There's definitely a whole slew of them. Yeah, like for me, Game of the Year, the game awards, whatever, is cool to watch and hang out with friends and talk shit about it. But I don't give it any value. I just think it's bullshit most of the time anyway. So it's whatever. It's just fun. Like you make something you don't value into something that's valuable. Like to me, streaming the Game Awards, just it being streamed is valueless. When I stream the Game Awards and I have my friends with me and we're all talking shit about it, then it does have value. Let's see this. Ooh. Yeah, so this is out of 25 people that voted. Nobody voted that they're buying the PlayStation Portal. It's overwhelmingly no, and a couple of stragglers voted, what is even that? But it is good to know your guys' thoughts overall. Yo, my boy Livewire 4K, what up, homie? By the way, thank you, sir, for becoming a member. I gave you a shout out earlier, along with everyone else that's now a member to the channel. Toxic Taylor says, see the moon there. You can visit it. There's nothing there. But that's what the modern goblins are for. Yo, Todd Howard is such a bullshit artist. He is the greatest bullshit artist of all time. It's amazing. And by the way, guys, we're 2 likes away from hitting 50. So if you haven't hit the like button, really appreciate it. Let's get us past 50. That I try to make that, I guess, the base goal. But I really appreciate y'all pulling up and hanging out with me. Todd Howard is my dad, which he denies. I see the resemblance. I see the resemblance, good sir. But let's finish this poll. But interesting to see that, yeah, basically nobody cares. And to me, that says a lot about PlayStation, because there was a point where PlayStation, man, they were killing it. They were absolutely killing it. I used to shit on Xbox a lot because they were just so behind. But they've gained ground. I think a lot of it, while I think they're making some good changes, I think a lot of it has to do with how fucking greedy and stupid PlayStation is becoming. They're kind of, I feel like they're mixing that early PS3, taking a little bit of Xbox One with pushing everything but games, and riding the coattails of a good PS4 generation. Because the only thing that I've been hearing besides Spider-Man is fucking TV shows and movies, and I'm fucking sick of it already. I'm absolutely fucking sick. We have more announcements of TV shows and movies from PlayStation than actual upcoming fucking first-party announcements. We know nothing about video games except what? Spider-Man? Come the fuck on, bro. Pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Wait, there's a Horizon freaking TV show. There is a God of War TV show. There is rumors of a Jack movie. We have Gran Turismo. We just have freaking The Last of Us, and there's like 10 fucking seasons planned for The Last of Us. Can't wait to not watch it. A lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit and a lot of the same type of bullshit that we absolutely roasted Xbox for early Xbox One generation. To quote Harry Osborn, all they have is Spider-Man. I don't give a fuck about the TV shows and the movies and all that shit. I come to PlayStation for video games. That's what I come to PlayStation for, and so far this year, we don't have a single fucking first-party release. Hopefully Spider-Man comes out on time, but last year we absolutely fucking roasted the shit out of Xbox for freaking not bringing games. All they brought was like Scorned, and not many people were into that shit. And honestly, it's the same shit with PlayStation, man. It's depressing. Fucking depressing to be a PlayStation fan. Like, all ponies have to do, all they have to work with is just shitting on Xbox because they have nothing to play. I wonder what insufferable actress will play Aloy. Oh, shit. Yo, Lowest Expectations was good. He says, I don't want video game movies and shows. Get that garbage out of here. Use that money for more games. I agree. Now, here's the thing. If like a company is doing what they need to do in regards to providing the games and then they happen to put out movies, I'm okay with that. At least you're providing what people come to your company for to begin with, like Nintendo. Nintendo has been providing the games for years. They happen to throw out a Mario movie out there. And it happened to be a lot of fun. I don't have a problem with that. You're still doing your due diligence as a video game company, as a software producer. You're providing that. I don't have any complaints. PlayStation, however, there's no fucking games. All we're getting is announcements for TV shows, movies, and more hardware upon hardware upon hardware. Depressing. Fucking depressing. And what pisses me off the most is because I was excited for PS5 generation. Absolutely excited. Very skeptical about Xbox. Very skeptical before this generation started. Hey, appreciate you pulling up, Talos. Have a good one. Take care of yourself, bro. Oh no, let's get out of here. Becky Lynch. Bad enough she's in my Fortnite. I'm just saying. Her character model fucking sucks, by the way. Games and movies should never go hand in hand. I don't blame you for feeling that way. And I feel like 90% of the time that is the case. There's definitely exceptions to every rule, right? We get a Days Gone show, but Game, you mean? Days Gone game, but no sequel. Yeah, depression. Pure depression. But guys, we might as well get into yeah. Well, to sum it up, PlayStation Portal is trash. Won't be buying it. No reason for me to want it, and the fact that it is proprietary and tethered to a PS5 naturally limits its potential sales. And if they deem Vita as a failure and then put out this, that's all I gotta say about that. But we gotta talk Starfield, because there's all sorts of shit coming out about Starfield. A lot of things surrounding this game. The excitement is mounting. And mind you guys, I was extremely skeptical about Starfield. Hear me out. Fallout 4 was one of the biggest disappointments to me. I was super hyped for Fallout 4. It was a chore to play that game. And mind you, Elder Scrolls Oblivion is one of my all-time favorite games. Adore that game. I wasn't crazy about Skyrim, but I understand the mass appeal. Fallout 4 I was super excited for, and that game to me is so disappointing on so many levels, particularly because the bugs and the glitches, all that shit. Storylines get bugged to where you can't play them. That's why I couldn't begin the quest line of the Brotherhood of Steel, which was my intended playthrough. So then I became evil, but with sense, and wanted to destroy the world. That's pretty much how I went about that, out of pure anger. Had to, like, literally fucking deal with multiple save glitches. Thankfully, I save every 5 minutes in Bethesda's games. And yeah, Fallout 3, miserable fucking experience on my PS4. And mind you, I actually tried to give Fallout 4 another try. Did I say Fallout 3? I meant Fallout 4. Fallout 4, miserable experience on my PlayStation 4 back in the day. And I even tried to give it a try on PC to see if the experience was any better. Without mods, that game is not playable. Period. It crashes within like 5 minutes of launching it. So, to me, I have a problem with that. But well, going further, I knew Fallout 76 was a failure from when it was announced. I was laughing at that shit. Yeah, I'm like, yep, that's a failure. Turned out to be, I mean, eventually, I guess people like it. But upon launch, it was bad. But the reason why I came to that conclusion was because Fallout 4 was so abysmal to me. Now, Starfield, here's, look, this is like how I've come to where I'm at now. For me, when they first announced Starfield and we seen actual gameplay, I thought, this is bullshit. This is ugly. It looks terrible. And my expectations were extremely low for the game. Then they recently showed it again, and it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. Am I hyped for it? My expectations are in check. Am I excited to try it out because I think it's pretty insane? Yeah, I mean, I'm excited, but my expectations are in check for this game. I know a lot of people are super hyped for it, and I don't necessarily blame you, but given my history, my knowledge of how Bethesda is, I have to keep my expectations in check for various reasons. Let's put it that way. Starfield, I watched the leak, and obviously I won't talk about it in detail, but I watched the leak of dude playing it. Looks to be running pretty well. On an Xbox, given it's 30, and I will say this, I need to get that game to run at 60 on my PC. It has to run at 60. I would like to see what the PC version, like how that runs, but judging by the Xbox Series console version, seems to be running reasonably well at 30 FPS. No noticeable bugs or glitches from the leak. Saw a little bit of the flying and space. Looked to be pretty good. Yeah, I can hit you up with that, Livewire. I can send it to you. Piers Taylor says Starfield is overhyped. People gonna get their hearts broken? Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. My expectations are in check. I'm not overhyped. I'm very curious. Like, naturally, my curiosity is pretty fucking high. My prediction is that I think the overall experience is going to be awesome for an RPG player, but I think the story likely not going to be very good. And that's based upon my knowledge of how Bethesda is their in-house. They're not very good at storytelling. Fallout 4 shows that. 76 shows that. They're not the best when it comes to storytelling, but I think that if you love exploring, if you just love living out a roleplay experience, this looks to be pretty fucking interesting. Pretty interesting, and something that someone could potentially play for years upon years. And that's cool, you know? That is cool. I'm interested to see where the modders take this. It's going to be an insane experience for the next 10 plus years. And that to me is really, really cool. Slycrow says, still unsure about Starfield. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but there's a lot of people that are genuinely fucking like hating on this game, man. But here's one thing that made me like
final character play.
Hold up. That made me like, ooh. I was excited to hear this. I'm gonna show you guys, and it's something that Phil Spencer said. And mind you, I'm a huge Elder Scrolls Oblivion fangirl. That's one of my all-time favorite games. And here we got Phil Spencer giving his thoughts. And he said he's played a lot of Starfield, apparently.
Okay, so we're super excited for Starfield. But
Super excited.
I am. So I think I'm on my 15th playthrough. I'm probably 200 hours in, but not on one playthrough. Because, like, we change same game formats, blah, 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 all that stuff. So I started in November, but I'm playing, like, I think on my final character playthrough, total Space Pirate. Man, I'm total Space Pirate. I think it's more Oblivion than Skyrim. For people who play, maybe they'll get that. It is an epic, epic game. Okay, so
More Oblivion than Skyrim. Do you know how excited I was to hear some shit like that? I was like, oh fuck yes. Oh fuck yes. You say Oblivion. And you could tell, I mean, at least from certain things that they have showed us about, specifically about Starfield. I mean, you know, if you know Oblivion, you know some of the funny things about Oblivion, particularly your biggest fan. That's something that's featured, and that's from Oblivion, and that's featured in Starfield. The fact that he said this is like Oblivion more than Skyrim, big smile on my face, guys. Big fucking smile on my face, y'all. I think the Fallout 4 character models look better than the Starfield models. Yeah, I didn't really have a problem with Fallout 4's character models. I thought they looked pretty good. Ziggy gonna review Starfield? Ziggy's probably gonna look at one of the stars and think it's a bug, and then he's gonna probably scratch my TV screen or my computer screen. That's something he's tried to do. That is something he has tried to do, and I'm like, oh hell no, hell no. But you have to also take into account. I mean, will some downgrades be likely? Maybe, and that's like even from Fallout. Maybe, because we're talking about one big world versus 1,000 worlds. We'll have to see. And my internet just shit the bed, so I think we're good, but are the Oblivion remaster rumors legit? So am I back? Am I good? But so there's a leak. Now I don't know exactly how I'm questioning the validity of the leak, but it seems like it could potentially still be real. I did cover that in a video. Yes, Livewire. Unfortunately, Bray Wyatt has passed away. RIP. So okay, now it's good. So could potentially it's likely that it's possible that Oblivion is real, the remake, or at least remaster some sort. Cool, thank you. So, still possible. If it turns out that it's confirmed that it's real or fake, I will update. Oh no, we got the boy Xbox Defense Force pulling up. He says, Phil Spencer has spoken. The game of the generation is upon us. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows, man? We'll have to see. I'm hoping for the best for Starfield. There are a lot of hating ass motherfuckers out here when it comes to that. Zigman. What's up? What's up, little boy? He wants to bother me. And we have to go over some of the hating ass fucking losers that are out here, man, because these guys are some fucking pussies. They're some of the most loser motherfuckers I've ever seen. Look at this shit. This dude literally boasts about the fact that he's gonna make multiple accounts just to review bomb Starfield on Metacritic. Clearly this person is upset. And why is he upset? Well, it's likely because he was highly anticipating Starfield on his PlayStation, and the shit is now exclusive to Xbox and PC. So the hatred is real. And while I don't endorse taking games away from other freaking consoles, that's not cool. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not here to fucking I'm not here to like be like, ha ha ha, you lost it, ha ha ha. That's not cool. But these losers is upset. And mind you, some of the biggest defenders of Bethesda broken ass games in the past have been ponies. There have been ponies that have defended Fallout 4 when I have critiqued the shit out of it for damn good reason. Hey, it was nice chilling with you, Retro. Take care of yourself. Have a good night. Appreciate you pulling up, fam. And he's not the only fucking loser that's done this. We got another one, too. He says, let's go! Prepare yourselves, Xbox and PC cucks and imbeciles. You will bow down to me, your PlayStation overlord at once. Like, yo, what a fucking loser. What a loser, man. Look at these fucking losers. Literally, you can just... It's like, obviously, are they gonna do this? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they just bullshitting. They definitely clout chasing. And to be fair, it worked. I mean, look at how many views this got. Got a lot of views. But there are some people that are about this loser ass shit. They really are serious about review bombing the game just because it's not coming to their platform. Hey, Taylor, appreciate you pulling up. He says, I'd be annoyed too, but this is embarrassing facts. But appreciate you pulling up, Taylor. Have a good night. Take care of yourself, bro. And Xbox Defense Force says, silly ponies will be crying while we play greatness. Spider-Man who? They will be done with that in 1 week. Look at these loser ponies. Yo, this is some mentally deranged shit, man. I do not value Metacritic in any way, shape, or form. I, however, recognize that there are losers like this out here that value a Metacritic numbered score over everything else, over all important factors of a video game. And that's pretty much the biggest reason why I chose to review Texas Chainsaw Massacre after playing it for over 30 hours, because the fact that most people saw a 70 on Metacritic and said, oh, this is trash. That's how pathetic the gaming community is, man. And this was a funny video I saw. I had to play this. People that make this stuff, they are amazing. Gotta love it, man. that shit the fuck out of here with your bullshit ass review scores.
He is the one.
Yo, whoever made this shit is a beast. They're a beast for that. But yeah, like, yo, fuck Norris, what's good with you, bro? Mr. FU was good with you, fam. Person on a PlayStation, even comparing it to a PC, seek mental health. Yeah, there's some of those weirdos too. If you go against Phil and Howard, you will learn today. Oh shit. But yeah, these people are just upset because they were fans of Bethesda, but then the opposing platform purchased Bethesda, and now they just pretend that that Bethesda ain't shit now. Meanwhile, Bethesda is responsible for some of their all-time favorite games. And they're upset. They're upset they can't play Starfield. I mean, if I had no avenue to at least try Starfield, I would be sad too. That sucks. It sucks. But there's ways to deal with that, and this isn't one of them. Review bombing is a fucking loser-ass process of regarding lonely-ass people. That really nobody cares. Stop valuing Metacritic. That's my overall takeaway from this. Stop valuing this platform that gives an arbitrary number to a video game that has a lot of different intricate factors that you should at least learn in more detail as to the content and context of said games. Yo, Go Po, what's good with you, fam? But that was cool. That was pretty cool. I like that. Let me see this. Let me see what we got next, because it got even pettier, guys. It got petty. We're bitching about Starfield's start screen. And this guy right here says, Starfield menu screen got leaked. Looks about as empty, generic, and boring as the procedurally generated 999 planets in the game. And it's like, geez, didn't you realize that Skyrim was even more basic in regards to its start screen, and it's one of the most sold video games ever? Come on, man. Can we just have some basic common sense? Hey, Go says, by the way, Texas Chainsaw Massacre rocks. Hell yeah. Yo, I've been having a lot of fun with that. Me and a bunch of homies. And you know what? This is why, you know, stuff like Game Pass is cool. A lot of my homies had Game Pass. I told them, yo, I'm addicted to this Texas Chainsaw. Yo, pull up and play with me. And a lot of homies downloaded it, gave it a try, and I've had a lot of fun with a lot of different people playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's awesome. Just a simple, easy way to get games. And I bought Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Steam. I supported it directly because I knew it was a game I really wanted. And it showed me enough to say, fuck it, I just want to play it and buy it and own it forever. So I bought it on Steam. And Astro Cyborg said David Jaffe had, yes, Mark Kern on his stream to talk about his opinion. And I heard some of it. I didn't hear the whole thing. But I think it's fair to say to judge a game by its start screen is fucking stupid. To me, I just want a clean start screen. I don't care how basic it is. I mean, it's nice if it's extra detailed, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's cool. But I just want something that's simplistic, that lists everything that I need right, you know, there, and doesn't get in my way. Fallout began as a CRPG, more like Baldur's Gate. Bethesda made it a FPS, and I still hate them for it. There's a lot of people that feel the way that you do, and personally, I don't, because I got into Fallout with Fallout 3. But I understand the sentiment. Like, it does suck. It does suck. I still intend to try Fallout 1 and 2, because I would like to, you know, go back. But I understand where you're coming from with that. The irony of this is PlayStation has the most PlayStation-only titles and complain when the tables get turned. That's facts, Z. You ain't lying about that. You speaking straight facts there. But yeah, we got to get into Mark Kern's comments because he kind of did the dumb. Like he just he said something fucking stupid and then doubled and tripled and like quadrupled down on it. But Mark Kern says the philosgogamy. I don't know what the fuck that even is, okay? Of start screens. Physiogamy. Okay? The start screen of a game can reveal a lot about how rushed the team was and how much pride they took in their work. Starfield start screen either shows hasty shipping deadlines by a passionate team overworked or a team that didn't care. And none of these sound good at all, clearly. None of them sound good, and it's like, maybe there's a couple of other reasons you could have listed at least, but Mark Kern, I don't know about him. Sometimes he says things that's like, okay, he makes sense here, and then sometimes he just shits the bed, and this one is really just shitting the bed, and it's like the same shit with Baldur's Gate 3. Like, this is a massive game that clearly has a lot to offer the gamer, and developers dumping on it, people in the industry dumping on it, like, why? And then even with Starfield, like, we have Mark Kern, a developer that's worked on some prestigious things, such as World of Warcraft. He's dumping on it just based on the start screen. It's like, there's so much more to the game, clearly. Yo, Hypnotic, what's good with you, bro? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you as always. Starfield sandwiches. Oh, shit. But this was really stupid. I mean, in the very least, there's probably other things you could have said, like maybe like they just wanted to simplify this start screen. I mean, just look at Skyrim. Like, very, very simplistic start screen. Arguably more simplistic than this. I don't think that that is a fair assessment. And apparently most people on Twitter also didn't think it was a fair assessment. But somehow, someone out there managed to make an even stupider fucking comment than Mark Kern. And that is Paul Tassi. This motherfucker managed to make it about the Hell Hydras of the past. That is insane. He said, when you look up a word some 100K follower idiot tried to use to sound smart, and most commonly linked to with the Hell Hydra race science. How do you one up Mark Kern in being stupid? Yo, I swear, games journalists are the most clown motherfuckers I've ever seen. And people like, I think Mark Kern might be a right-leaning individual more than likely. So it's like, damn, like automatically because you think that this person doesn't have the same politics as you, you're just going to immediately call him, you know, he's a part of Hail Hydra and he supports Hail Hydra and he uses rhetoric of the Hail Hydra. Paul Tassi, you are a dumb dick face. Mark Kern, you're a dick face. There's just a lot of dumb people, man. There's a lot of dumb people that like to argue over bullshit. And Mark Kern doubled and tripled and quadrupled down. And real quick, shout out to Eric Cuts for the win. Absolutely love her. She managed to screen cap something that Mark Kern had deleted. And he said, the people screaming that you shouldn't care about start screens seem to care an awful lot about start screens. This may have single-handedly changed the future of start screens and bring back the art form. Every dev team will be thinking about them now. You're welcome. And it's like, how do you... Like, the immense amount of mental gymnastics here to, like, and really, honestly, think you are so much more important than you actually are, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? The most arbitrary thing. It is now going to be forever more thought put into it. And if you're telling me people are going to put more time and effort into a start screen over making sure the game comes out in working order day one, there's even more of a problem. Because a lot of games come out broken as shit, completely jank, effed up, barely playable, or not functional order, okay? That is the most problematic thing in gaming right now. Some start screens make loading times longer, faster loading times versus complex start screens 100%. That's also a good point. To me, I don't personally care about the start screen just as long as it is like, you know, is understandable. Press start. Or like if it has a list of things, like just get me to where I need to go as quickly as possible. I don't need some crazy start screen. I don't care about that. So he managed to do that mental gymnastics, and this person says, "What an absolute 2 you are. Any self-respecting person would have deleted this shit post by now. This is some serious low-life stuff." And he's like, "It's a start screen. Y'all acting like I fucked your mother." And look, he claims he got, you know, death threats and all that. Maybe he did. I don't condone any of that, obviously. But a lot of us all get a lot of heinous things thrown at us if we put ourselves out there. And that's just something you have to deal with. I don't want to hear you whining and complaining, especially when I've been told some heinous ass things in, you know, and I have far smaller of a following than Mark Kern has. $20 start screen skins. Yo, if that becomes a thing because of this, I swear I'm just done. I'm so done. Whereas Paradise says, start screen can be artistic and interesting, to be fair. Just depends on if you're a dev who cares about aesthetics. And that's completely fine. Like I said, if you do something, like if you do a start screen and it's really nice and it's artsy, that's cool. Just make sure that I can navigate and do what I have to do, you know, reasonably well with it. That's all I ask. If a start screen is amazing versus a start screen that's basic, either one I'm cool with, just as long as it serves its purpose well. That's all it is to me. But for him to necessarily assume that everything behind the start screen is likely negative about Starfield just goes to show that he wasn't going to give a fair assessment to Starfield. And it shows. Frost seems okay after this. Yeah, that's facts. That dude is the typical pony moving goalposts. Yeah, he definitely moved the goalposts pretty excessively, throwing out excuses, whatever. I didn't even listen to the whole interview he had with David Jeff, because honestly, David Jeff is insufferable. I listened to some of it though, just to get a general context. And the first thing that, when asked about the start screen thing, was voiced that he got death threats over it. Not necessarily, like, he was asked, like, hey, you know, why did you do this? That was essentially, why did you say this? What was behind this? And the first thing he voices is that he got death threats. And then I kind of fell off after that. Just make gameplay look amazing. The rest is just the fluffier. Like, make the gameplay amazing. Make it, you know, make the game navigatable in regards to options, start screens, all that. Like, make the shit understandable, and make it so that my gameplay experience can be as simplistic as possible. And if it's on PC, give me all of the PC options that should be given to us in modern day PC gaming. That to me is important. He got fired from a company founded for overspending on a bus. So I don't even think he's one to talk down. I didn't even know that. That's hard times. And Destin here says, we are really arguing about Starfield start screens now, and it's like it's fair that he did post all like previous Bethesda open world RPG releases. Fallout 3. And I mean, this is simplistic. It's nice. I'd say it's one of their nicer ones. I like it, but it is simplistic in nature. Skyrim, one of the most sold games of all time, even simpler than Starfield. And then Fallout 4, also very simplistic in nature. We do have like the basically place where you craft and shit. And Starfield. I mean, Starfield, look, you got planet, you got space. It kind of sums up what we're doing here. Very, very simply, and then has your little stuff on side. Very simplistic. Nothing new from Bethesda. I will say I have plenty of complaints with Bethesda's open world RPGs. Some of them RPGs only in name alone, some genuine RPGs. The one I have least complaints with, the one thing I have the least complaints with when it comes to Bethesda's open world RPGs is their start screens. So yeah, it's become that petty with Starfield. Starfield's like the most fucking hated game. For all the wrong reasons! Holy shit, it's like, bro, I can understand genuine, like, concern, some criticism, 30 FPS being the biggest criticism. Yeah, the fact that we're on next-gen consoles and we're forced to play at 30, to me, just makes consoles less viable than ever. Obviously, an argument can be made given how much there is to offer in Starfield. I get that. But to me, 30 was one that bothers the shit out of me. If I can't hit 60 on PC, I don't know if I'm gonna play the game. If I can, and to be honest with you, I haven't seen if there's any PC gameplay of Starfield. I would like to see it, but we're not gonna get that leak. So while the 30 FPS on the consoles seems to be at least in decent running order from the leak I saw, I'm concerned with how the PC version of this game is going to run. But I don't know yet. But that's the thing, we don't know. So I'm anxious to see. And I do want to buy this game. I do want to buy it because I want to just have it on Steam. I don't really want to Game Pass it. We'll see what happens. We'll see. It's less than a week away, Thursday night. Yo, there's so many freaking games coming out, guys. So many. It's so exciting, though. It's so exciting. There's a lot of big games coming out. Another game I'm really excited for is Sea of Stars. That game, played the demo, really like it. If you haven't, if you're into, RPGs, pixel art, I love pixel art. It's so pretty. When done right, it's so beautiful. Definitely check out the demo of Sea of Stars on Steam. I'm excited for it, man. I've been looking forward to that game for a long, long time. It's just kind of a shame it's coming out against the most anticipated game. But nonetheless, we gonna get into it. Hey, Ziggy, stop stretching on my chair, sir. And then more fanboy nonsense, man. Gotta get into more fanboy nonsense. And we got a little bit more to cover, and then we're going to start to wind it down. But more fanboy nonsense. Because, gotta call out J-Dub on this. J-Dub, man, he is a big fanboy console war person. And I don't really have any maliciousness towards him because the dude makes it pretty obvious that he's all about the fanboy bullshit. And, the Starfield hate is strong, man. But he says, well, Starfield was not the next generation experience I was hoping Xbox would finally bring. It ain't gonna be Forza Motorsports, so I guess we will have to keep waiting. Maybe the Xbox Series S will prevent next generation games from hitting Xbox this entire generation. And it's like, man, I'm pretty sure this dude's played Bethesda games in the past. I just think maybe you're just a little salty you can't play it on your preferred platform. Now, I think it's problematic that Starfield only runs at 30 on the consoles. No doubt. But from the leak I've seen, it's there's a lot going on, and it seems to be running pretty well. It's running pretty well consistently. And I didn't, from the leak, I didn't see any noticeable bugs. I will say I did skip around because I don't want to be blatantly spoiled, but I watched like a minute here, skipped a little forward, watched the minute there, skip forward. So maybe I missed something. I don't want to outright just give everything away. I want to just fall into that experience on my own terms. But from what I've seen, it looked pretty damn good. And let's be real now, a lot of PlayStation fans, they would love to play this on their PlayStation, but that's just not going to happen. So if you want to play it, better jump on PC or Xbox. It is what it is. There's a lot of options. You could do cloud gaming. It's up to you, man. Hey, yo, what's good, Brandon? Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in, bro. Starfield PC Master Race only facts. Hey, Ziggy. Ziggy. Hey, get out. Out. Let's go. Out. Be a good boy. Ziggy is... Come here, buddy. I want to say hi again. Are you awake now? He was mad I put him in front of my monitor while he was still sleepy because my monitor was super bright. He's just acting up because he wants attention. Pets are amazing. Ziggy is the best decision I've ever made. He is my best buddy, my roommate. Also, I'm digging the Thundercats pick. Yeah, yo, so, like, I actually got the Thundercats, and someone made that. I bought it when I went to the mall for my birthday, because I really love Thundercats. And, this chick actually made this herself, and she did an amazing job. I love it. And I'm very happy to own a piece of her fine art. You want to see all the leaks? Hell yeah. But, yeah, I just don't really... Like, people are trying to underplay Starfield before even giving it a chance. Like I said, my expectations are in check. There is definitely some negatives, but there's some dope shit about Starfield that I'm interested to experience for myself. I will play the game for myself and see what's up. That's what it is. You love the Deadpool cap? Thank you, Drury. Appreciate you, bro. But I will say, the fact that people are saying, like, some things are leaking out there. People are saying that they haven't really seen that many bugs. The performance seems to be pretty decent. These are positive things that we don't normally see from Bethesda. So if that's really the case, even for PC, I will be thoroughly impressed. Because that is, like, the thing I am the most concerned with when it comes to a Bethesda open world RPG game. So if that really is true, and there's not really many bugs, glitches, and especially save glitches, I will say, guys, still save often. Do not say, oh, well, the game is running really well, there's no noticeable bugs, glitches. Save often, guys. Do not take chances. Ziggy, behave. I'm gonna be done fairly soon. Okay, little buddy? Then we can hang out. Todd Howard is on the line. My opinion at Microsoft. They have had tons of time to get this right, and it's good to at least get some leaked knowledge out there. A lot of people already have Starfield and have been playing it for like a week now or something. Ride that quick save button. Fuck yeah, bro. Exactly. And I've been hearing some decent things. I can't wait to see more people's thoughts, especially when they're able to talk openly about it. And I'm hoping to find some honest thoughts, man. But when I do get my hands on it, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. If I don't buy it, I'm gonna get Game Pass. We'll see what happens. Like I said. But I do want to get it on Steam. We'll see if I get it on Steam. If not, I'll just get it on Game Pass. We'll see what happens. But I will give you guys my honest thoughts. And I will be playing it on PC. I'm not playing it on Xbox. So you have Game Pass, have to install it on the X. and on my on your PC. Okay, so you're trying both. That's what's up. That's what's up. We'll see. Yeah, I just have no interest in playing on my Xbox. If I can't get it to run at least 1080p, 60, I don't know if I'll be playing it. I'm sorry, I'm very stern when it comes to that shit. I will downgrade visuals. I will not settle for 30. I don't want to. I shouldn't have to. Especially on PC, so. But I think I would want it from Steam for modding capabilities. Facts. Facts. I mean, I just want to own it on Steam because I just want to own everything on Steam at this point. So I'm hoping for the best. And we got one more story, generally speaking. Apparently, Metal Gear Solid Collection ain't gonna run 4K, ain't gonna run 60. And that's disappointing. I was gonna get into it a little bit more. But yeah, low expectations for the Metal Gear Solid Collection. Apparently it's gonna be 1080p 30, if I'm not mistaken. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. But that's supposed to be, it's just another port, guys. Just another lazy, overpriced port coming from Metal Gear Solid, and that's not good for Konami, because they've needed to earn they need to earn us back as gamers, because they left gaming on a disgusting, disgraceful note. So this is not a good start to Konami coming back to the gaming space. But here are the fanboys, man, because these motherfuckers are sick. These motherfuckers are sick. Yo, Dragoon Knight, what's good with you, bro? You know, I like to get into some fanboy salt towards the end of the stream. This motherfucker, bro. Like, we have all these terrible ports coming out of games that should be remasters, especially when they're pretty expensive asking price games. They're coming out at like $50, $60. And so people keep harping back to the Last of Us remake, being like, so this dickhead right here said, so the Red Dead port and the Metal Gear Solid collection are a disappointment, huh? Remember when people snobbed this? Yes, because that is also a disappointment. The Last of Us remake is very fucking disappointing. I don't feel like I missed out on anything with not buying the game. There's no multiplayer. The fucking... Yes, well, you know, it already ran at 60 with the remaster. Who gives a fuck about this shit already? Okay? It came out like playing like dog shit on PC. I hope it's fixed now. I've heard that they've made some upgrades, so at least it's playable now. So that's good. That's good. But $70 for less content is always going to be garbage. More money for less content is always going to be garbage. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about this, unless you're a fucking dick-face PlayStation fanboy and you're ignorant. You choose to be ignorant because you gargle the ball sack of Jim Ryan. That is what you do, buddy boy. That's all I have to say in regards to that. Lowest expectation says The Last of Us is mid at best to begin with. Now, for me, I actually really enjoyed The Last of Us. The Last of Us 2, not really. I chose not to finish the game after getting halfway through because it's an insufferable fucking game. I'm glad that you find that funny. But to me, like, people that choose to be this ignorant deserve to be roasted. You deserve to be not taken seriously, and you deserve my words. That's really all it boils down to, guys. I'm tired of people defending a remake that really is more expensive than the original release with less content than the original release. I understand it's a remake. I get that. But I don't justify paying a game that's $70 for less content. And we shouldn't as a whole. And The Last of Us Factions was awesome. I enjoyed The Last of Us Factions. I would have paid $70 if Factions was featured in it. I would have. Because I could have justified tripling my gameplay time. Which would have been nice. because I enjoy factions. Very methodical, slow-paced multiplayer experience. Astro says 720p 60 FPS on consoles except Switch. That's 720p 30 FPS. Oh man. And I was kind of looking forward to buying it. I might get it on a deep sale because I have all the... I wanted to play through the Metal Gear Solid series because I never really played much of it. The one game I'm missing is the original Metal Gear Solid on PS1. I have Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, 4, as well as 5. Hey, Brandon the Enemy Guy. So, tonight we're doing, reading Super Chats in Kid Trunk's voice, so...
Thank you so much, Brendan, the anime guy, for the $2. He says, roast the fools, and hell yes, we will roast the fools. So, thank you so much for that, bro.
The Last of Us Factions PS3 won't work on emulator, and that is disappointing, man. They included factions on the remaster, which was nice. I played a lot of factions on The Last of Us remaster, even after having played The Last of Us on PS3, so... You still buying the Metal Gear Solid collection? I'll buy it maybe on a sale if the games do run well, because at least I can run through them, whereas can't justify paying what, like, I'd rather just have them all in one place. I can play it on PC, maybe mod the bitch. We'll see. But yeah, that's the one game I'm missing, Metal Gear Solid 1 on PS1. I even have Metal Gear Solid VR missions on PS1. I got a really clean copy of that. I couldn't help myself. But I would like to have the experience, even if I'm not into, like, you know, not into stealth games. But I would like to give it a try for the story and the significance of the Metal Gear Solid games. But yeah, it's disappointing. A lot of these remakes, remasters, and ports are all disappointing, including The Last of Us remake. I was more happy with The Last of Us remaster. I actually purchased The Last of Us remaster day. I don't know, it was either day, week 1, whatever the fuck. It's been a while. Metal Gear Solid's awesome. I have to give it a go. I really have to give it a genuine try. Such a good game. Last beat it about 15 years ago. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Konami got a long way to go. Earn back the gamers' trust. Facts, Drewy. And this ain't a good start. This really ain't a good start. But man, we had an awesome night tonight, guys. Damn, Derp. We're like, so my idea, like Thursday nights, I go from 8 p.m. EST to 11 p.m. EST. It's kind of like what I aim for. Derp, I appreciate you pulling up nonetheless, if it be late or not. Always appreciate you being here. But it was a good night. We talked about a lot of things, some sad things. We discussed Bray Wyatt, unfortunately, having passed away from what seems to be of a heart attack. So there's definitely been a lot of sadness, but we also talked about some funny things, you know, some good news, stuff like that. So it's been a mix of emotions, man. Yes, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. If you're into wrestling, it's been a shit week. And, you know, while I'm not nearly as into wrestling as I used to be, you know, I still feel it all the same. You know, I've watched both of those wrestlers for long periods of time, so it's disappointing. But my biggest wish is that he's reunited with his best buddy, one of his best friends at least, Brody Lee. So that's the best we can hope for, right? Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of the best games of all time, and a lot of people feel the same way about Metal Gear Solid 4, but a lot of people love Metal Gear Solid 3, so that's a big reason why I wanted to actually get into the franchise. Yo, Mr. 7-Digit, appreciate you pulling it up, even if it's a bit on the late side. Well, it was a great night. It was a great night. If you guys want to, you're more than welcome to catch the replay. I don't private my stuff, so if you want to roll it back, you know, but I appreciate you pulling up nonetheless. And we're like 1 like away from hitting 60. So if you haven't, hit the like button, really helps out the channel. 60 likes for a stream is nice, and I do appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for ever just liked it. It was a great night, guys, for real. Hey, loving the lid. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. I do have a little bit of a collection. I need to expand my collection of hats, but at least try to match a little bit. That's kind of my goal. Whenever I have like a certain shirt, I like to match it with the hat in some way, at least a little bit. So I see the red here. So I was like, let's throw on the Deadpool hat. Hey, thank you. Yo, appreciate you, words. Man, thank you guys so much. You heard about Kevin Hart in a wheelchair? Really? Damn, that's crazy. Like, how? What happened? I didn't hear about that, but damn, that sucks, man. That sucks. Nah, man. Yo, just you being here alone, that I appreciate that. Like, honestly, I'm more of a lurker than a commenter. I do try, but I'm a lurker, man. I'm always doing like 100 things because I can't help myself. I think I have ADHD. I'm not gonna lie. Appreciate you, Alex. Oz. Follow the buzzards. Yes. Follow the buzzards. Oh man. But it was a good show. I do want to give a shout out to everyone that pulled up. Got a lot of new channel members, so thank you so much for that, Osseous. Pigeon Salad, thanks so much for becoming a member. Also, for all the gift subs, man, too kind. RC Scott, I think he just wanted me to read that he was a Cult of Cage member in Kid Trunk's voice. But yeah, Drury, appreciate you becoming a member as well. Thank you, Black Cobra, for all the freaking super chats, bro. Totally didn't have to, and becoming a member as well. Spectre, thanks so much for the dono and becoming a member. Pierce Taylor, thank you so much for the dono, and obviously Brandon the anime guy, thank you so much for the dono. Guys, totally didn't have to, but I appreciate it so much. Honestly, I don't know, like, people are always so kind to me. I don't know how to feel like I'm always giving you guys thanks because obviously, you guys are far too kind to me. Adult Swim shrine in the background. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Nothing wrong with lurking. Just don't be a stranger face, man. I'm a lurker. I say hi, and now maybe I'll talk for a little bit, and then I'm like doing 10 other things in the background. Derp, thank you so much, bro. I'd like to think that I've earned it. I hope that I've earned it, honestly, but you guys are far too kind to me as always, and I'm appreciative. I do not demand, but I'm very appreciative. Save up for a 5090. Jesus, my PC would never take advantage of it. I do need an upgrade. I have a 3060. I wanna ideally, maybe if I dive into the 5000 series, I'm looking at maybe like a 5070, something like that. I have like a decent mid-tier PC. I'm bottlenecked by my GPU, but at some point I'm gonna get an upgrade. We'll see what happens. I have some options. I do. So we'll see what happens. But I'm a 5090. There'll be no point to that. I should just build a whole new PC, and I'm not building another one anytime soon. But yes, I encourage more people to look into PC gaming. Prices of used GPUs are very reasonable. And you could dive in, learn a lot, and have a lot more freedom. And it's a nice thing, man. But yes, guys, also, thank you so much for being here, guys. Obviously, it means so much. All the engagement, all the freaking comments. I can't get to all of them, but I do try to engage with you guys as much as I possibly can. So thank you all so much for contributing, for if it be hanging out, subscribing to the channel, engaging in chat. And I also appreciate that you guys get along so well. So thank you guys for being amazing. You guys make it. You make it what it is, really. I'm just here, and you guys give me so much to go off of. So thank you all for that. Man, appreciate you being here. Z, thank you so much for being here. He says, get the AMD X3D chips 100%. It's something I will look into in the future. Right now, I'm rocking with what I got, and we'll see what happens. Mr. 7 Digit says, I'm good with a 4080. Hell yeah, you are. 4080 is amazing. It gets a lot of shit done. I'm even good with the 3060. I'm just being extra, really. My 3060 thankfully has 12 gigs of VRAM. That's a lot more than some other people got. Drew says, I always try to show support as much as I can. You're truly underrated, Cassie. Thank you so much, bro. Like, honestly, just being here means a lot. And I noticed that you're here, and the fact that you are, that means a lot to me, so thank you so much. I do notice, and I'm very appreciative, and I try to communicate that as much as I can. And speaking of someone else that's here and always, you know, spends time, thank you so much, Pierce Taylor. Thank you so much for being here. Derpnator, pulling up whenever you can. Yes, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. It's a sad thing. But shout out to Oz. Thank you so much. Alex vs. Evil. Alex vs. Evil's always around. Thank you, bro. Words of Paradise always around. And anybody, guys, that just pulled up now or hanging with me, anybody new here, thank you so much. I think I noticed Mr. 7-Digit for the first time. I believe, so appreciate you pulling up. You can do a lot with a mid-range system. I think a lot of people don't realize. It's true. It is true. There is a lot that I could do. I have a 3060. That's a 1080p card. It is a 1080p card, and I use it for 1440p. And you know what? I really have nothing to complain about. Like I said, I'm spoiling. I'm spoiled, I should say. I'm spoiling myself. But the fact that I can use a 1080p card for 1440p and get decent frames on it, can I really complain? No. Will I sometimes complain a little bit? Yes, because I'm spoiled. But let me see. Let me get to everyone. Brandon, the anime guy, thanks so much for pulling up, bro. Lowest expectations, thank you. Minxie1 was here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Dragoon Knight, always good to see you. Z, Golgopo, Fuck Norris, Astro Cyborg, always good to see my boy Astro. Drewy, Pierce, Retro Dude, Livewire 4K, Taylor, the Sly Crow. Let me see, trying to get as many individuals as I can. Crown Scrooge was here. Yep, guys, Talos Reed was pulled up to the chat. Thank you all so much, man. It was a great stream. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, hit the like button. 3060 is good for 1440p. I still have my 1070. I started with a 1070 on PC gaming. Given it was a laptop 1070, but that was my starting point. I learned a lot from a PC. I learned a lot about PC with my gaming laptop, and then I wanted to make it official and built my own PC, man. So it takes time. You learn a lot as time goes on. The sooner you start, the more you learn, and I love to learn new things. You know, to me, every day is a potential learning experience. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Thank you all so much for pulling up. And yeah, with all that being said, I am out. Peace, y'all.